whatever numbered session of Carbon 2185, DM'd by Carrie Long Johnson Palmer on the night of April 11th, 2016. Give us the recap, homie.
Well, first of all, Dogecoin is almost at 0.08. Anyways, so the recap is the squad. You guys don't have like a squad name, right?
No.
I didn't think so. Anyways,
No.
the group of trepid adventurers, they showed up to the site of the Fragmented Legacy to meet with Blake, the head of the Legacy, and the two counterparts, which they had just recruited, the two females that were going to be assisting with whatever Legacy, situation were to arise. And Blake said that to them, he said that the next opportunity, the next offer is or the next step in the plan, I guess the better way to explain it, said that there's actually a data chip with information that's necessary to push the operation forward by giving them intel on what is necessary for the project that he's currently working on in way of getting this sentient AI, which is now kind of shelled inside of, Motoko to a lesser extent, in order to get her to the point where that AI can be seamlessly transferred into a synth, so that essentially can become more tangible and usher in the new era of the Legacy, what have you. But there's an ex, not necessarily a coworker, but a business partner, so to speak, named Ted, that operates in the Badlands doing weapons dealing, government information, smuggling, stuff like that. He operates in the Badlands, outside of the reach of the law. And, he has uncovered something, and he contacted Blake, knowing that Blake would potentially be interested. Being that they are kind of competition of one another now, or work in different spaces, but both, heads of their own operations and, still in communication with one another, kind of on neutral terms. Blake has arranged for the group to go and retrieve this item from the Badlands. Now, on the way, the group, I believe, took their fancy fire truck, and they rode into the Badlands. As soon as they kind of made it to the outer ring of the city, where the city transitions into the Badlands, there's basically like what would be like rundown, poverty-stricken, the outer city limits. And while they were there, they refueled and had to spend some time at this refueling station. Now the vehicles are electric, so they were essentially charging. But in the amount of time that it took for it to charge, they were sitting there kind of speaking to the old shopkeep, so to speak. He ran the place. He came out, spoke to them. He obviously had a lot of anti-police sentiment that he was excited to see with the others, having stole a fire truck and everything. And they spoke to him a bit, and as they did, a passerby came through in a vehicle, rolled down his window, and told them a warning that if you guys are going in this direction, further into the Badlands, to be careful, that the police have set an investigation checkpoint up, and that you need to, you need to be mindful of that if you are driving a stolen fire truck, etc., etc. And the group, through some long and strenuous debate, decided that instead of taking the alternative route that the passerby had offered, to continue along the route that Blake and their mission had initially called for, hoping that they could either chance it with the police encounter, or that the police encounter was not actually there to begin with. And as they got out there, they realized that there were no police. So whether the man have been deceiving them, or it was some kind of, he was mistaken, or intentionally lie, what have you, they're not sure. But it wasn't there. They proceeded as normal, and after about a day's worth of travel, I believe, and multiple shifts of driving, they made it all the way out to the Badlands, to this junkyard. They made it to this what is essentially called the Rundown City, which is a city outside of San Francisco. Basically, you can think of anything in the area, city-wise, that people fled from when they were setting up the metropolis that is now the San Francisco area. So this city was left how it was and is just in ruins. Pretty much nature has taken hold of what rubble is left. And they were forced to park their vehicle and make the rest of the way on foot. They did arrive at the junkyard. It was silent. They, kind of checked out the area a little bit, and they heard some rustling from behind the junk heap. And before long, an individual had appeared, jumped over, landed in front of them, and combat commenced. And thankfully, really, well-timed blind, I guess is what we'll call it, nearly rendered her incapacitated as she flailed around wildly. She did manage to make contact once, I believe, and I think it downed. I want to say it downed Jello. Although I could be misremembering that. But yeah, Jello is Jello is downed. Hans did after, or at some point, get to him and heal him up the way that the combat medics do. And Syra was eventually defeated. And right as Syra was defeated, this person emerged from a nearby building, saying, "Guys, what the fuck? What have you done to Syra?" And I believe that's where we left it. But sorry, I'm reading the Discord. Trad says his internet has eaten shit.
Well, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, true.
Well, it's okay. I guess I can kind of ease into this, and if he pops in, we can just remind him. Okay, so
surprised none of y'all didn't notice.
the vet says that was okay. This is kind of gross, but for the Larrys and people who are interested, it's called our mucus plug.
Oh,
The
yeah.
vet says it's the first stage. Wait 36 hours, then let us know. She says, could happen tonight, could happen tomorrow. She's just in the first stages. She said, is she meowing a whole bunch? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh yeah, have fun. I guess that's what Lauren called the vet. Anyways, so as we wait on Trad, we'll kind of explain the situation. You guys have all finished this combat here. I would say that Alex's character, Jello, is actually unable to see this individual as he emerges. However, Knives and Daggeron and Kodomo have full vision on him. All of you, however, did hear him, exclaim very loudly, "What have you done to Syra?" And you guys are out of combat. The man didn't walk out of the building with any weapons drawn or anything like that. Just a cigar in his mouth, his hair pulled back in a tight ponytail. He's kind of got grease on him. He's a pretty stacked, pretty solid looking guy. Stands about 6'2". And he's visibly pissed off that you have dismantled this machine that in the situation was doing a plenty fine job of fighting back on her own. But that is where we left it, and you guys are more than welcome to take over now. I think Trad's back, so.
Yeah, quick question. A little unrelated to the current situation. Is it safe to like imagine San Francisco a lot like Night City?
To a degree, yeah. In Cyberpunk, a lot of the Badlands is like just desert wasteland, whereas in Carbon, there's like that plenty of desert wasteland, just like there is in the dead areas of California now.
Mm-hmm.
But the old cities, the LAs and all that other stuff that was maybe in the area or nearest San Francisco to a degree, those are all been evacuated, so they look a little bit like I think it was this
Mad
picture.
Max.
Yeah, a little bit like, I think I used this one right here.
The reason I asked is because it'll help me get it'll kind of help me get a better idea of the surroundings that we're in currently.
Yeah. So this is the city that you guys. Or did I change it for you guys? Yeah, this
Yeah, you
is the
did.
city that you guys trudged through. So this is kind of this is the outer city as you guys emerged from the city and were on the outer limits. You guys traveled through the desert scape. And,
yeah, a little like Mad Max, and
yeah. And then you make it out here to the day after tomorrow type situation that the city has been left in, as it's
That was
completely
driving me nuts, but I finally
evacuated on
fixed it.
locals,
Haha.
you know, so that they can go to San
All right,
Francisco. And
much
the
better.
metropolitan area now is due to the water rising and all of that impending doom and such. They were, you know, people congregated in tighter areas so that they could be offered safety that the city provided. So Chicago, New York, San Francisco, places like that are very, very densely populated. But yeah, and now you guys, I believe it took you about 30 minutes to get to this point after proceeding on foot. So you're still within that last picture of like that ruined city. Is Trav back? I couldn't hear him.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened to mine or not. But it's
No,
back.
you're all good.
Oh, it's okay. Apparently,
Mike,
Floor is yours.
apparently my chat died. Like literally, that's fucking weird. Anyway, continue on.
I would assume that like we're just getting fresh out of combat. This dude's hopping out of his
Fucking dude,
abode.
weird.
Yeah, he's
Hold
just walked
on.
out of this
Let
building.
me just
right here.
refresh
And
everything
we
here.
all kept, like me,
Full
Hans,
on refresh. Welcome to the chat room. There
Well,
we
no,
go.
I would say
Everything's
that Hans
fine.
actually, and Hans
Okay,
and
much better.
Jello can't see him. However, Daggerun, Knives, and Kodomo can.
I forgot why I'm up there. Did I have to run up to save Larry?
You
or
actually,
something?
yeah, Jello was downed.
Jello, okay.
As he's walking out, I guess since my gun is still out, I point my gun towards him and just say, "State your intentions."
Okay.
That
and
didn't
with
go
a cigar
well.
in his mouth, kind of, holding it there with no hands. Kind of raises his hands up about to his chest level real slowly and says, "Well, hold on. I don't think you want to be doing all that. Now, if you guys can discuss with me what you've got business coming in here for, messing up my machine, that's what keeps me safe in these parts, and you've gone and dismantling it. It's gonna take me ages to get it back and running."
He attacked us. This was merely self-defense.
Yeah, well, you are intruders. You're currently somewhere you're not welcome. So if you don't mind, you can either state your business, or you can leave. What's to say I don't have 6 more of her right in this building behind me?
The fact that you just admitted you don't?
Who's saying that? Come over here where I can see you.
Jello, you're not there, or you can't see what's going on.
Yeah, you can
Come
hear
on.
him. You just can't see him because you're.
I move up, put my rifle away, and I dangle over and just waving
Okay.
with a smile.
He looks at you. All right. Well, again, and I'm gonna ask nicely for the last time. What brings you here aside from obviously making my day a little bit more difficult?
Blake sent us?
He
Ballsy move, Larry.
takes a long drag of his cigar. He puts his hands down. He says, "Oh,
I mean,
You,
we don't have time to pussyfoot around, man. I don't. We just wanna, just let it out.
you
there.
you're all from this. You're from the legacy."
There we go. Losing my mind
I
on this
am.
goddamn
The-
layout.
these
There
are
we go.
hired guns. But yeah, no, we're on legacy businesses.
Fucking scream.
Yeah, I see.
I've
you
learned
are
my lesson. I'm just going to lock this now.
Not the VP of relations.
Nah, I asked her if we could just talk it out. She didn't want to talk.
Yeah, well, she is set to kill, so I
I
apologize
guess
for
I
that.
am too. Then that's funny.
Well, if you are Blake's crew and you're out here for that, I guess we have a little bit of discussion to have here. We can either discuss it out here.
I think that's a bad idea. Inside guys?
Not a big fan of cramped spaces with strangers, you know what I mean?
I mean, he's practically friends.
I'm
Blake knows
gonna-
you guys.
I'm gonna have to agree. I'd prefer not. This seems like a nice enough place.
All right.
I'm just gonna kind of gesture at Jello's still open wounds.
Guys have no trust.
He says,
Got
"All
some
right."
trust.
I'm keeping my gun trained on this guy until I find a reason not to.
See, I'm not. I have some trust.
I'm gonna. Does he like? What? Hey, what's your name, man? We haven't even asked his name.
Well, Blake should have told you, but
Did he? Did I forget this? It's been a while.
Yeah, he did. His name is, or
Alright,
at least the
then Jack, come
contact
on.
is supposed to be Ted. No, obviously you could be asking like, are you Ted, or you could, in your own way. I can understand.
You know, actually, I like that. Yeah. No, I meant to say that. To see if it's his actual guy or he's
Yeah,
pretending
he
to
says,
be a guy.
"Well, my name is Ted, and
Hey.
and he kind of takes a cigar out of his mouth and ashes it a little bit. It's, well, I used to do some dealings with a legacy. Now I run my own business, as you can tell from my lovely office here. You have managed to wander your way into.
Take a look. I'll take a look around. This is an office.
Yes, look, you know what's beautiful about this? Listen, do you hear anything right now? Listen close. Do you hear that? And he just kind of like holds a cigar up and like a squint on his face as if he's like really straining to try to listen to something.
Yes, way to
Sounds
go,
like Silent
Phillies!
I mean, I've lived in worse. I mean, guys.
Good.
Exactly. And he ashes out a cigar.
Good, we need Harper to start hitting.
Get that shit. Not anymore. Not how it is now. And the better thing is that there's no police out here. My business, it runs with hardly any issue. I would actually wager that the biggest issue my business has run into is you guys coming in here and messing up my machine. But if you don't want to step inside, I guess we can discuss this business right out here in the open.
Holster my gun after all that. That being said, Palmer, I was legit thinking you were setting us up for like looking for a fuck to give type joke.
Oh, no. Not that clever. He says, oh, all right, well, he kind of steps forward. And he looks around. He kind of walks over to Syra. Kind of, extends his foot, which is a black boot that comes high up his shin. And he kind of...
That is a swing and a half.
Just kind of muttering under his breath. Something about, costs and what he thinks he's going to have to do to get it fixed. And then he turns as you guys kind of convene around him, and he says, all right, listen. I don't know exactly what Blake has told you. However, I told him I had something that he might be interested in. However, and I'm sure you all are going to find this quite hilarious, but I actually don't have it. However, I do have its location. I feel like maybe I didn't explain that well enough when I contacted him.
You're right, that is funny.
No, that pretty well came across. What didn't come across is why you haven't gone and gotten it yourself.
Oh, well,
Yes, please
For
explain
one.
it to us.
for one, I have one defense machine, and as of right now, I have 0. So, I figured the crew he would send out would be a little bit more capable than me myself. I mean, look at me, I'm a man beyond my prime, and Syra here is obviously in a little worse for wear. No thanks to y'all.
Sense motive. What? Does he really seem like he doesn't know how to handle himself?
Yeah, you can sense motive.
Is that
Go
a
ahead.
sense motive thing?
There's no insight on this.
Yeah,
this
it's
character,
sense
so-
motive. There's no insight. It's the same thing.
21.
It's good.
Okay.
What's his motivations for saying that, Palmer?
So when you you kind of look him up and down as he's saying this, he's got a pretty the old man aspect is more or less correct, where he seems to be in his late 50s, which in this era is something. His skin is weathered by the conditions of the terrain he lives in, but through his body language, he seems to be just a rough and tough old man that seems genuine in what he's conveying.
So if you're expecting us to do this for you, you're also paying us to do it, correct?
Well, see, I like that question, and I'll tell you why. Because
If he says he has no money, I'm going to scream.
No, if he has no money, he's coming along with us, and he won't really have a choice about it.
Oh,
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Why would this guy pay us anything? We're not doing anything for him. He's literally just telling us something. What job are we doing for this man? Like, I'm all for getting paid by everybody as much as the next guy, but what argument are you making for, like?
Yeah, that sounds like you're trying to shake him down. That's kind of rude. We just ruined his machine, and you're gonna try to steal money from him?
Right? Like, come on, guys. Now, if he asks us to do anything, yes, no, let's ask for compensation. But at the moment, he just kind of.
Well, if he's unable to go and get this, I assume he's probably also unable to fix his robot. So I'm sure he's going to ask us to go find parts while we're out.
Fuck that.
Which was also my impression.
I assume that we're like standing around talking about him while he's right in front of us. Loud
Oh,
enough to hear us.
1,000%, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay,
puffing
yeah,
on his
no,
cigar. He's kind of like looking at the ground, kind of observing with his eyes the condition of Syra. And he says, "Well, if
Wait. What else can you observe with?
well, he's poking, you know, he's poking her with his foot earlier."
I'm just kidding. I'm getting you.
Poking dead things with a stick.
I just feel like, yo, if
Wow.
this dude wants us to get parts to fix this robot, he might just want us to find him like parts for a new robot. This thing wasn't like, guys, did any of you feel super threatened? And I'm gonna try really hard not to look at Jello as I say that.
I'm gonna say this. If I was by myself, I'd feel super threatened.
Oh, I
not
was
by yourself.
so
Oh, yeah,
threatened.
I'm just saying, if anyone was, we have a lot of people. Just saying.
Threatened enough that I had to get put down. Fell down some stairs.
And see, it's because you are able to dispatch Syra so effectively that I know. You know, excuse me for interrupting y'all, but you're gonna be just fine on this mission here. And now, while I won't be paying you, as I have no interest for this device, simply relaying its whereabouts to a friend in hopes that potentially the legacy will owe me a favor sooner than later, and I could be using a favor inside. So I will selfishly say that, you know, if you deal with these cultists, that, you know, it make my life easier out here in the
Cultists?
sticks.
Oh man, I hate
Oh,
cultists.
I'm sorry. I must have overshared there. Yes, to answer your question, there is a group of cultists that have, you know, kind of taken refuge near, not too far from here, about, you know, a few hours travel. But as they expand, they, you know, reach further and further into, you know, what is effectively my territory now. You know, I'm a generous guy. I'm willing to share, but you have to imagine that these violent, unpredictable people, you know, speaking all that mumbo jumbo, it doesn't bode well to my trade, to people coming out here trying to do business. So you'd be solving a problem for me as well. I'm not afraid to admit it. But you know, that's kind of why I figured Blake. I'd tell him about the information. He'd send some people out here to retrieve it, get done with it, and you know, we all win. We all benefit a little bit, except for Syra here.
You realize that generally, you know, the size of one's
Sorry, I
territory
killed
of
your
one's claim is
robot.
pretty directly tied to one's ability.
It
to,
jumped at me.
you know, hold.
Had to
said
put it
territory.
down.
I was kind of kick Syra a little bit, and just kind of look meaningfully back up at him.
Well, you know, she was, and he kind of scratches his head. He's like, well, I'm definitely one of my better iterations, but it looks like she still has some flaws that have been clearly exploited.
That was one of your better iterations? Oh, buddy.
I don't
It's a
think
work in
the
progress.
car was his fault, technically.
Right, so what's up with the cultists? What do they believe in? Are these like some of your typical like apocalypse cultists? Are they some robot cultists?
Well,
Some non-robot cultists? I'm down for this.
it's funny you should ask, because man, I hate to tell you, I'm not 100% sure. However,
Ugh,
I do know.
that's
I
not
do know-
handy.
It's very unusual. People just
That does us
want to tell you what they're
nothing.
talking about.
Well, you know, I will give you a loose explanation, as you know, I've heard. However, I don't have.
That
the
does
time
not
to
help us at
take a
all.
true listen.
It's
or
rough.
Much less, I don't know if they convene at bake sales or what have you. But you know, I got my own operation going on. However,
Harry,
what
is
I
it
do know.
way of telling us you didn't think of what the cultists might be like?
Well, no, I mean,
No,
while
it's pretty legitimate that he wouldn't know what they do, what they're into. That's,
while I've heard through the grapevine, just through my people who do my trading for me, who run my operation, that they have some church, according to my sources, that machine attendant, something to that effect, and they're how should I say this? Their preference is to be as machine-like as possible. I believe that they believe something along the lines of if the more augmented you are, the closer you are to God, or at least to whatever kind of God that they that they look up to or down to. I that's about as much as the information I can offer you goes.
Oh wow, you don't even know what god they pray to?
I assume it's a giant bucket of boats in the sky or under the sky, maybe in the water. I don't know.
have they ever tried to like invite you to one of their church meetings or something?
No, off the top of my head, I don't believe so. Now they did. We did murder. We did find some dead cultists recently. Just one of my traders running around, and we at first we were happy. Obviously every dead cultist is one less that I got to worry about. But upon closer inspection, it seems as if they're killing each other off. So I don't know, what the situation might be, but they're obviously. Oh, they're obviously not well put together if they're out there killing their own. So I don't know what I'm sending y'all into, but I do know that they have what you're looking for.
Is there an
If you,
easy way? Oh, God.
I was gonna say if you came across some dead ones, any chance you got their robes or whatever it is they do as a cult?
Damn, dude, perfect. I was gonna ask if there was any way to identify them easily.
Well, obviously we don't keep that nonsense, but there is. However, we did see it. We obviously did our own investigation. We're not completely without merit out here, although Syra has done us no service. We did some investigation, and they seem to be shrouded in what seem to be purple robes, purple attire.
I need to stop you right there for a second. You keep saying we. When you say we, do you mean you and Zara, or do you mean you and somebody else?
Well,
Good question.
I don't mean to boast, but I run. It might not look like much because I'm by myself out here, but think of this as my office. What you don't see is the city that you have come into. I have thousands of employees running routes, running drugs, information, weapons in and out of the city. And upon a pretty quick call, I can assemble a significant number here. However, it does interfere with the business, the job that they've set to do.
My next question for you would be, how much of this investigating did you do yourself?
Oh, well, I had them bring them here to my lovely office, as he gestures towards the junkyard that you guys are currently standing in the middle of. Well, I had them brought here. We looked at them in my little building right behind me here, and the gist of it is, they believe that augmentation is the light or something to that effect. And, heavily
Son of
augmented.
a gun.
Not bad.
Gotta restart
It's not like
Imp's
kinda
print
looks-
again. Son of a bitch. Unfortunate.
It's not anything that's high quality is what you seem to have
Oh,
done to you.
so if they saw her, do you think they would want her to join a lot? Like, are they up for?
I'm already trying to come up with a plan along those lines, Larry. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
That's
are
already,
they more for humans only, but cyborg?
I wish I could tell you, but I do not
Alright.
know.
I mean, do
Now,
they have a pamphlet somewhere? I'm just kidding.
well,
I'm
no.
joking. That was a joke. That was a joke.
They might.
Larry.
no, if there's a pamphlet, I would like to see it. I'd like to know anything we
He's
can
still
about
kind
it.
of chewing on the what is a smaller butt of his cigar now, and he's
No pamphlet comes to mind, at least not on this person. However, we did find, obviously these very. You ever gotten a tattoo done by someone who swears, I'm gonna be a great tattooer one day, and it just comes out looking not very good. Well,
I have a
look at
tattoo
there.
on my back. What of it?
Well, think of their augmentation.
Jello
as
points to the
the same
tattoo
way.
on his chest.
Yeah, well, these augmentations kind of follow the same suit. They look like they might have been done by each other with some of the scrap and parts that they found out here in the wasted city. So
Loren, got it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so augmented
100% positive.
Makes sense.
How scared you
okay.
should be of
augmented
them.
cultists. This
They
should
also
always be
might
an interesting
more
one.
Scary because of it. It's just hard to tell.
Hmm.
Yeah, they might not care as
Few
much about
questions.
damage they do to
Few
themselves.
questions first, guys. Sorry. So they have the information, or they know where the information is. Also, did you have the information and then they got it from you? And
It's
if
a
they
chip.
have information, what is it in? What does it look like?
It's a chip that we're looking for.
I don't know. I mean, is that what we're looking for?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you asked because it is a good question. One of my trade routes had a shipment coming from within the city, a high-tech property, coming from a well-known corporation, and he came out, coming back out towards this way to where his post is, and supposedly he says he was stopped by these cultists.
Alright.
And he was checking down, taking his machines, his courier, his
They-
weapons.
Doing shakedowns.
and
Got
since,
it.
On his way, as if they had intercepted
You
one.
sent a high-tech shipment through the Badlands without any kind of backup?
Well, my operation usually doesn't run into many sources of intervention out here in the emptiness.
It's the Badlands, though, my dude.
But
What's
these
wrong with you?
but these are up until recently my Badlands.
He's got a point though. You don't.
We literally almost got shook down for our fire truck, and that's not even worth anything.
And he's
Excuse
until
you?
Hey,
recently-
hey! Let's not make big statements about the fire trucks.
The fire
Oh, I'm
truck?
sorry.
Say,
You're gonna talk shit on.
I'm
Alright,
just
what was the
saying-
fire truck's name? Casey and the Funky Bunch?
this is Casey in the.
I'm saying we're talking scale of worth. The fire truck is not near worth what a high tech shipment, and especially the Badlands where tech is scarce.
Yeah, well,
Spoken like a guy who doesn't want to keep his fire engine.
Yeah, it sounds like someone who's fucking walking home.
well.
But real talk, so we know how to. So we could probably find one of these checkpoints of theirs, and find some of them. We get our hands on some of these robes. What do you guys say we pull one of those good old fashioned, like, try and convince them that Kodomo is their god come to Earth situations, and then
I
just
like
lose
that.
them for all they're worth?
I am all for
I'm
this.
All for it. I'm all for it.
Also, well,
Finally
they're
ascending to my spot in society.
All right, I'm down. I can shoot from real far away.
Hold on,
Keep
wait.
an eye on.
He said something about checkpoint. Palmer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we find this checkpoint, we get shaken down by these guys, we kill them all, we take the robes, we leave Larry or Vash. No, Knives. We leave Knives like a rooftop in the distance. Let him watch us with a sniper rifle. Most of the rest of us take cultist robes and kind of infiltrate in, and then Kodomo just walks in and just like I'm your god. Check me out.
I'm your guy.
Pause for a minute. Pause for a minute. Can I his name is Ted, right? I keep
I'm
forgetting
your
what
god.
his name
Check
is.
me out.
Ted. Ted, have you heard anything about these cultists kind of masking themselves as police officers? Have you heard anything about that?
Well, it wouldn't be a very good disguise out here in these parts because most of us really don't like police officers.
No, it was basically just those motherfuckers wanting to lure us into a trap.
Understandable. I just wanted to make sure, like, we didn't just toss somebody into the lions then.
I'm gonna kind of like look over the group one to one and say, do any of us not have some kind of augmentation or another?
I think
I got robot leg, so I'm good.
I think I'm the only one that doesn't have an augmentation.
We might have to do something about that to get you to pass as one of them.
I thought you had the clothes.
Is that an augmentation? I thought that was just a
That's an augmentation, my dude. I thought.
Is it? The holographic clothes?
But what is it, Palmer?
Palmer. I think that's
Palmer, is the holographic disguise an augmentation? I thought that was just a piece of gear.
I believe it does. It does fall under the augmentations.
I think it's augmentation.
Is it? I tell you, the best way to figure it out is: does it cost time to install, and does it cost influence?
We gotta look it up first in the book. Like
what was the?
I lost the trope. The one I saved.
I have augments.
Oh, holographic clothes. Yeah, that's a tier 1 augmentation.
Holy shit!
Well, Ben, you basically are an augment, so I'm not really concerned about you.
Yeah, the holographic clothes are, if I'm not mistaken, a skin augmentation. I think they're tier 1, so they don't require influence.
But it's still,
I actually didn't know that.
So,
yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal, but yeah, you do have augments then.
Alec, Jello, what do you have? You got anything robot? Don't you have like a robot or something? Yeah, okay.
I got my enhanced aiming. I got that installed earlier. Once I got the sniper rifle, got really I'm liking the long range.
I'm gonna look back at Daggeron and just kind of like rub my chin and be like, I'm not sure if they're gonna buy the clothes. How do you feel about cutting off one of your arms and us building you like a robot?
No. Come with me with that scaffold.
No, guys. She'd be the perfect way because she's superior to them. Therefore, they would want her to join because she is what they're striving for. Why go near her?
Trying to make sure the rest of us can blend in.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about you guys.
The thing was to pass Kodomo off as their god.
I'd say it would be Daggeron and Kodomo going up, so it's not a big group of people, because that seems really shady, you know, like a bunch of people just showing up nowhere. That's kind of
Double checking my skills on the side here. Should be in pretty okay shape to get through this. For those in chat who want to play along at home, I believe it is stats 2. Yeah, that should give you a look at the character sheet.
He said he does know what they look like.
He knows what they look like. Do they have any clothes? I need to see
I have quickened reflexes and Jaeger legs. I think we're going Angel Wings next session once I can get another one.
Work like that. You just telling me what the clothes look like does not help me understand what I'm turning into. If I'm gonna pull this off,
homie in front of you can help you say things like, homie in front of you can help you say things, but help you by saying things like, okay, make it darker, okay, make it longer, okay, make it like this, make it like that's fine. That's like the same concept as police sketches.
Do you have the guy that saw him? Where's he at?
Ted
said he saw the ropes, I think.
Oh, he wasn't part of the shipment. He said his guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ted didn't see the robes. He can't tell me what they look like.
I do have a bonus action that I haven't been using as much.
The whole
tracking, which is super handy.
This is one of their own because we got robot parts. Although I still feel like we should cut off one of his arms and replace it with like a scrap robot arm, or maybe even like a disguise scrap. Like not even cut off one of your arms. Let's like make you a fake arm to fit over your real arm.
How do you think that's gonna come across to them?
I don't know. Like you're closer to God because you got more robot parts.
My kids?
Oh, well, yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're cultists. I don't know, man. This is all getting real complicated.
Fuck them kids. Michael Jordan, 2021.
Brad, we need to have a talk later.
What? I didn't join. I'm not the one who joined the group with kids to worry about.
The easiest way to do this is just go in guns blazing. I mean, that's worked for us plenty of times.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, wait, we're still here and alive. What do you mean?
Were you not just literally complaining before the session started about murder hoboing?
No, well, they're cultists and they shake down people. I mean, they
they're cultists. They're cultists.
Alright,
They all wear the same outfit and they have a strong belief system.
They should.
And justify the means.
No, I
apparently.
mean they play. Okay, here they're in the game. They like to rob. So karma, man.
They do like to rob. I
mean,
can't argue that
You
part.
know, like it's not like they're saints. Not like they're feeding.
Well,
young
I still want to
children.
rob them. I just want to rob them without having to fight like 400 cultists with like 5 of us or whatever.
I think the infiltration plan is the way to go about this. We don't want to. We don't want to stir up too much shit.
I wouldn't like everyone to run in with half the party in, half the party out. Splitting the
If
part.
anything, if
I
anything,
I didn't really want
I
to
don't
split the
think-
party. I just wanted
Hey,
to you out
I-
back to fight for us.
If I'm sniping from far away and you guys get in, it doesn't.
I'm
mean that
actually
they should
changing my
run
sheet
in
around a little
and
bit
then
here.
say, surprise! We were joking. Now we're gonna kill you. Kind of thing.
You don't think we can fake our way in as cultists if we got their outfits?
No,
and
I'm
everything?
just saying it's a possibility that it could go wrong. I didn't say it wouldn't happen. I was saying it's a possibility it could go wrong.
Right, and at that point, then we go in guns blazing, which is what you wanted to do in the first place. So let's go
Hans,
fail.
I think-
Let's go fail my idea,
Okay.
and then we can do your idea.
Well, wait, Hans. I think you were on the right track with your original idea about like trying to pass the code
Okay.
off as like some god or something.
Added
Right, which is what I
added
just
some
said. Let's go
abilities
fail
here.
my
I
idea, and then
don't
we'll try the
think
other idea.
I don't think sending me.
The last ability I
is a good
used
idea
was
because
overcrowded
the bar
HUD,
closed. I think the better option
which is
would
what
be
caused this
sending
fight to
Jello
break out.
as an
It
option.
ended up blinding
Fuck you.
the
No,
I'm
I
not doing that.
literally, you guys are
That
really
one,
misunderstanding here. I just
um,
want the rest of us to sneak in
for 3 rounds.
while Kodomo goes in and says, "I'm your god."
Anyway,
We don't need to like convince anyone of anything unless there's like a handshake or some shit.
we haven't slept in a while, right?
You haven't slept in a while. I'm gonna say that in like the most irritatedly, I'm obviously tired way I can.
This is Larry. This is not in character. Oh my god, this is Larry speaking. I'm asking how
Well,
long.
too late, I responded in character.
Okay, thank you. Palmer.
Yeah, what was your question?
Did we haven't? I don't think we slept since we've been on this mission, right? How long?
We have. The only 2 people that have really been like.
I only need 4
awake in
hours.
any way- The only 2 people that would have been awake at any point during this mission would have been me or Jello because we're the drivers, and we've been swapping out so that the other can get some rest.
I'm unclear of what time of day and how long we've been going for. I'm not asking for maybe what ifs. We would have known.
It is currently late afternoon, late evening actually at this point, and you guys did rest during the. We'll assume that you guys rested. Maybe not a full rest, but at least
Grab
not
a quick
like
snack while we wait.
a long night's sleep or
Got my
whatever.
guy
but like,
ready.
You rested.
Ready to
So
go.
we'll give it the equivalent of a short rest as far as like abilities and stuff are concerned. During the trip, so that was pre-Syra.
I'm just saying because Jello's knocked up, is fucked. Kodomo used some of their stuff. I'm saying, do we rest before we go in? As in a
Yeah, I
long
don't think
rest?
anybody suggested rushing right in without
Okay,
resting.
yeah, okay, I was about to say. All right, good.
That nobody suggested anything like
I
that.
was
We're
just
not
putting
doing
the
that
point
kind
of
of
order.
time
We probably take a long rest before we go after these cults. Yes.
And as you guys are discussing this, Ted looks to you all and says, "Well, you are more than welcome to rest here in one of my facilities. However, I don't know exactly if the cultists, if they're daytime or nighttime driven people. I'll give you the coordinates of, where my runner managed to make it through before he was stopped. It's an old abandoned restaurant and bar area, and he
Oh God.
obviously his route doesn't run that way anymore, and so we get
All
this
right.
sorted. But I have reason
So if
to
it's an old
believe that
restaurant or
it's
bar, it'll probably be a very tight quarter shootout,
decently respected.
unless it's like
loved
super
town
shelled
for
out.
them to meet up, that it it might at least lead you to where the people who were interested in where they are now. I don't even mind if you don't return back this way. I will send one of my eyes and ears out there to verify the job is done. I know that what you have is important, and you can take that on back to Blake. And
Acuna's been getting real comfortable on them relief pitchers.
However, if you do
Real
die,
comfy.
we never spoke. And that would be appreciated.
Do you have anybody that's in the current vicinity that we can gather information? Probably would be the best, right word, but
I guess maybe a broader question would be: is how would we recognize your people if we
Yeah.
never them, or if we
Well, it's quite simple. My people, they don't wear purple robes and they don't worship machines.
well,
And
fucking obviously.
So anybody
but-
who's not a cultist we run into out here is probably one of your people. Is that what you're saying?
well, if you run into one of my people, they're not doing their job very well because we have made a very profitable business out of being discreet and remaining well hidden. Most of the people that I hire are actually born and raised out here in this ruined city. And if you manage to run into one of them, he's either ill or not worth keeping on my team. So feel free to take care of them however you will.
All right. So you're telling me it's happy hunting season out here.
Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't happy hunt its way back into my office, I don't have any more Cyrus to spare.
Well, shit. It almost sounds like Larry's let's go in guns blazing might actually be the way then. We're just gunning down everything that moves. Fuck it, let's gun down everything that moves.
Well,
No, no.
do what you need
that's
to
how
do.
we-
I will warn you, however.
It was the plan. I said there's always that plan.
I will warn you, however, that I don't know how many are there. I don't want two of you to come back alive and and come to me saying, "Hey, you didn't tell us there was 30 weirdos over there." So I just want to warn you now that,
Shit, I got more than 30 bullets.
well, you know, then you guys go do what you do best, and
That
I
over
will
here
do
with
what
the
I do
fucking
best.
golden
And
gun.
leave?
Okay.
I think our best like group ability at this point is our ability to fuck off. So if you're telling us to do what we do best, you might want to reword that.
Yeah, well, you know, and he kind of like looks at his watch on his hand, and you guys notice that it's very, very old style. Like you can still hear the tick, 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 tick of the seconds going by, and it's a, you know, that old school antique,
look-
if you will.
Can I look him up and down? Does he look like he has like any tech on him?
And yeah, he does. He has just immediately apparent to you just from it's over his hand. The tips of his fingers seem to be you know, metallic, and he has like on his brow kind of like a imagine like that thing that Cyclops wears in X-Men, you know, where it looks like some glasses that are
visor.
just, yeah, with a straight line that goes through it that looks like he has it lifted right now. And the char and grease and stuff on his face and on his person make it look like, with the augmentation, that, you know, he does a lot of welding or work with his hands, or, you know, what have you.
Okay. Want to make sure he wasn't one of those technological purists.
Well, definitely not a technological purist. I just don't think that the more augments I get are gonna make my life redeemable. Because I'll be honest, I've lived a pretty non-redeeming life thus far, and I don't plan to change anytime soon.
I hear that.
You know what? That's fair. I ain't
Well.
even mad at you. Do what you do.
Well, you guys are more than welcome to step into my, you know, it's not a sizable living space, but each one is fitted with enough room for you guys to hunker down for the evening, if you would like.
I'll walk over to the door and hold it open. I assume it's like a cloth or something crappy like that in front of it. And I'll just bow as deeply as I can and go after you guys.
Wait, into which room are you in? Going
Into his I guess living abode.
this one, right? This is yeah. So this would be the one that he lives in. These are the two spares. You're gonna walk into the one he came out of.
Whichever one he's telling us we can sleep
Yeah,
in.
he pretty much is insinuating you can stay in.
Bitch,
Yeah.
you
And-
couch.
Jello will go in.
As you do, at least into his. As you walk into his, you notice what looked to be a lot of
metal parts. The smell of kind of ash in the air.
Ugh.
Smells a little chemically, and all you can hear is the soft of what sounds like a lot of clocks ticking in unison.
Well, I
Oh,
have
God.
power play.
Red clocks.
Yep. And
Clocks. That's a pretty normal thing to have a bunch of clocks.
so this is essentially what his
Uh-huh.
room looks like. You can't hear where the clocks are coming from, but they do sound like they are, somewhere within these confines.
I have a question.
For Ted or for Carrie?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around the room and just turn to him with the straightest face possible. Where do you shit?
Well, you see that junk pile Syra just came from over there? And he kind of looks you up and down and says, I'm just messing with you. I got a toilet in the place next door.
Okay. Very funny, very funny.
Yeah.
Is there actually a toilet next door?
Are you asking Ted or are you asking
I'm
Carrie?
asking Ted.
Oh, he says, yeah, but it's more of just like a bucket that I have to then go. It's not important. What is important is that you be mindful of where you step in there, especially those of you staying in my personal cabin, because he looks at those of you that have stepped through the doorway, and he says, as you can tell, I got some merchandise in there that creates quite a blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep in the truck. Fuck this.
Yeah, I never actually said I went in his one. I went to another one.
I'll sleep there. I don't care. I'll even ask him if there's anything we can take to use to help us with the cultists. If he plays with stuff that blasts, then let's play with stuff that blasts.
So, what do you guys want to do as far as you guys gonna go back to sleep in the truck, or are you gonna stay
I'm
here?
going back to the truck.
I'll push here. No push it.
I'd rather at least have someone guarding the truck, so it doesn't.
I'll go back. I'll go back to the truck if you want to stay behind.
No, I don't want to sleep in the poo pee pee tent.
I would much prefer to just stay up as long as I can, keeping watch anyway. So.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sleeping in the truck.
Okay. So Kodomo goes to the truck.
Hans, find us something that explodes, please. I'll probably need it.
Hell yes.
Atta boy.
Hans stays. What about the rest of you? Knives, Jello,
All right.
Dagger. What do you guys
Explosives
do?
are always good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the non-ship.
Am I still in explosives?
That's
Okay. So yeah, you're in the tent across, so it does look like this.
Oh, it's not even a thing.
Identically. Same
Eh,
workshop,
technology,
same
good
little,
enough.
Lockers and everything, decent amount of floor space, but definitely a workshop.
7 for
if you
hacking
will.
at least, or 5 for
However, there's,
hacking at least.
No ticking specifically emanating from the one that you're in. So Jello is in the one of the side containers here, and these are basically like old repurposed shipping containers. And so, Knives, did you also return to the truck, or are you staying? Larry might be.
What's up?
Oh, are you staying, or are you gonna go rest in the truck?
Who went to the truck? It was
Kodomo and Daggeron have opted to go guard and sleep in the truck.
I'll sleep outside on the roof unless it's really nasty out.
Okay, no, I mean it's hot and muggy, but
I'll
not
stay
poor
outside.
weather. Okay. Alrighty. So with that, Kodomo and Daggeron, kind of backtrack the way you guys came in. Ted doesn't seem to be offended in the slightest. He comes out to he knocks on the door of where Jello is staying, and he said, "I got some. It ain't much, but they'll keep you warm." And it's like some tattered wool blankets he's got for you to kind of dress the floor with if you need to sleep. He comes back into his own humble abode with the symphony of ticking, and he looks to Hans, who was in there. He says, "Well, you are more than welcome to make yourself at home here." And he hands you one of the tattered wool blankets as well. And he sits at his desk and he pulls down his visor, and he leans in to get back to his, you know, whatever he was working on, and then he kind of sits back up, flicks his visor, and goes, well, I should probably go get Syra. And as he steps out, he looks back to Trad, to Hans, and says, if you guys need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'll help with what I can. And he departs, and you kind of hear some rustling of the junk, and after about 5 minutes, Hans sees him
This dude is
drag in Syra and
gross.
just kind of toss her into a corner over here. And as he does, you kind of see her bang against what look like other iterations of Syra's scraps that have been in that same corner. And he sits back at his desk, flips his visor back down again, and then you see like the sharp light and the hiss of like a welding torch.
On our way back to the truck, I'd like to just... Katama, what do you think about all this? Something about this just screams sketch to me, but...
I'm not getting paid to be a psychologist or a therapist. I just want to get the fuck out of here and not sleep with... Well, honestly, be anywhere near the man that just reeks of ash, piss, and shit. And has a weird collection of cyber dolls. Sorry if I'm a bit uncomfortable by this situation.
There's something about this whole thing doesn't seem right to me. I just figured I'd get your opinion, but...
Look, I just want to find the damn thing and get the fuck out of here. I don't like being out here at all. The less problems I have to solve, the better.
Agreed. I'll keep watch. I'll stay on the roof tonight. You can go rest.
All right, so with that, anybody want to do anything before they rest, or are you guys committing to the full rest?
Full rusty.
I'll do the full rest.
Okay. Alrighty, and with that, let me do something real quick.
Matt.
Yeah.
In the morning, we find Hans' body strewn across the area in 8 distinct pieces.
Okay.
That's what he gets for killing what's her nuts on the boat.
He didn't get the finishing blow. I did.
No, he's talking about that person that him and Kodomo brought back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Still salty about it. I'll never forget. Never. Fucking yeah, we'll get something out of it, right? Yeah. Trad, you there?
I'm back again. My internet really is struggling today. Has been all week.
I was lamenting about how you killed that girl on that motorcycle bike, you dick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For those of you that aren't aware in chat, there's a reason why Trad's character is called Dr. Killjoy by me.
Yep.
Also, I'm not with the rest of you, so I can't really comment on anything you're saying about me.
Oh no, there was a comment saying that your body was dismembered and killed by the morning because you slept alone with him.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
And it's like karma, bitch.
You might want to check your anus.
Rip Hans.
You feel a little groggy, and your butt has a little gel on it. You don't know where it came from.
Oh God. Oh no.
Dude, this
That's more
cat
than
is
Larry. Don't
going
You guys realize that
down.
stuff like doesn't usually. Never mind.
This cat is over here just...
It sucks, man. Giving birth sucks.
Dude, no shit, right?
Did you know, Larry?
Yay for being a man. We don't have to push shit out of our hoo-has.
Hey. Bet.
Hey.
Truly spoken like a man who's never had a kidney stone.
Oh,
Whoa.
God.
Whoa. Don't put that juju on me, man.
Yeah, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood.
You're the one who
everybody.
said it. Jesus, don't fucking summon shit you don't want to fucking.
Don't speak it into existence. All right. So at the end of the long rest, all of you guys obviously received the benefits of what a long rest entails. And Hans, as you wake up, you wake up to kind of unravel from your woolen blanket, and you still see in the further up in this container here that Ted is still sitting at his desk. The hiss of the welding torch going. He looks to be working on something. The ticking is still going just as it was previously, and it actually seems like you know, you're not even sure at first if you fell asleep because everything is exactly how you left it. But you do, you know, obviously feel significantly more rested, and he notices you stirring, and he stops his
Head's a bit
his
strange.
torch, and he lifts up his visor and says, "Well, my goodness, you people sleep for a long time, don't you?" Well,
Yeah.
you
I'll say it's kind of like rub my eyes and be like, you don't sleep much at all, do you?
I don't. I got a business to run and a hobby to enjoy. As he kind of extends his arm out and motions towards Syra's body, who is, you know, actually has a couple of pieces that seem to have been reattached. And he looks back to you and says, "Well, I think it's about." Oh shoot! And he opens up his drawer. He says, "Let me tell you, I think it's about." And as he does, you see just like 12 what look like homemade pipe bombs, all with different clocks affixed to them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Looks to be about 10 a.m.
Does he
by
make
the look
any
of it.
attempt? Does he make any attempt to hide the pipe bombs, or is he
No,
just
he
open the
doesn't.
drawer?
No, he opens the drawer to look at the clocks affixed to the pipe bombs
Check the
to check
time.
the time, and then he slides this drawer back shut. Yeah.
I'm gonna point at the drawer as he slides it back shut and goes, "Those are those are some pretty nice pipe bombs right there. Look like the kind of pipe bombs that could maybe help a man deal with some cultists, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink."
Well, I find that pipe bombs are an effective means to deal with most engagements, so you are not wrong about that. But if that's impressive, you should see what I got in the shipping container next door.
Might go check that out in a minute, but I have a feeling like it might not be the kind of thing I can carry with me and use so handily.
No.
Whereas
no,
these pipe
no.
bombs look like, how do you feel about partnering with one of those for us for helping you with your little cultist problem?
Let me think. Yeah, you know what? I figure it's the least I can do. If you guys are willing to solve this problem for me, at least I know that if you blow something up, I can trust that things are getting dealt with. So, yeah.
One way or another, blowing things up does deal with them.
Yeah, here you go. But don't tell the others. I got a business to run. I mean, he hands you one of these pipe bombs.
How heavy is it?
We'll say it weighs only about 3 pounds. It seems to be like very, very well made.
Okay.
And it's probably about 3 pounds and probably about as long as a we'll say like a water bottle.
That's heavy.
8 inches.
Must be
or so.
packed with some good
Pass it back and
good
forth
goodies.
between my hands and kind of feel the weight of it and ask him, is there anything special I should know about it, or is it kind of just one of those set the time, push the button, and go kind of deals?
Yeah, well, you were exactly right about that. So that clock is, I'm a sucker for the old technology, for the antiques. So that's just a simple pocket watch right there. You set the alarm, and it will go when the alarm strikes. So it's very important that you don't, set it too soon. Oh shit! I hear a baby. I'll be right back.
We got the babies. Meow meow meow.
All right, baby's popping out of a cat.
Baby popping out of a cat.
Is it live? Do we have live footage?
No. They're not gonna put it on until they're all born, just in case, because they eat the babies. So you just want to have.
Do you imagine catching that band for not only showing a live birth, but also then cannibalism?
Yeah, no, it's not.
But it's cat cannibalism. It's okay. It's wholesome.
No,
It's
it's
wholesome.
not.
So it's a part of nature.
Damn, we should
Of
have.
all people, you should be appreciative of like the things that animals do. That's part of their nature. Is just part of their nature. You can't change it.
Why me? Whoa! Explain that for a sec.
Did
Because you're the furry of the group, as you like to point out at like every possible opportunity.
Being the furry of the group doesn't mean I'm okay with cannibalism.
No, it means you get dunked on for everything. Hey, did we remind Palmer to make sure Alinity isn't around? There are cats and baby cats there.
You really wanted to make that joke?
I really did. Thank you. Thank you for making space for my joke.
Oh.
Look, someone was gonna say it. I wanted to be the person to do it, all right?
are we
I
gonna?
felt that way about what I said
Are
too.
we gonna try the?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to at least try to get Ben's character. What's your name again?
Kodomo?
Tamo.
It's like the only one I can remember.
To get them at least out and at least in a ambush situation. So
Yeah, I don't want to like. So we're headed to what, like an abandoned restaurant, basically.
No,
It's
that's,
pretty
that,
big,
that,
you know?
I thought that was the halfway point, or like, or at least where they were last to track them. I don't know if that's their hideout.
I would say it is our first stop, though.
Yeah, like even just to learn more about the group. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be fighting in a very enclosed restaurant.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be a good situation. That baby looks a little malnourished, but we'll see. We'll see. We're just gonna leave her to do what she's got to do because they're pretty good at dealing with it. But there's one so far. I could hear its little weeing. So
it's moving and making noises.
yeah, it is moving and making noises. It just looks so small.
I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
idea.
I mean, we'll check in a few hours. Obviously,
Did I hear another one?
more are on the way. So yeah.
I thought I heard her say another one.
Oh no. No, we're actually gonna like. She's so stressed out that I don't want her to like not lick them and clean them up and do what she's got to do. So we're just gonna quit bothering her. But it's good to see that they're popping out now.
Have you thought about hiring DJ Khaled to announce when the cats give birth?
Yeah, that would be pretty. Lauren was like, I want a camera in there so we can see, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to watch all that, dude. That shit's pretty. Especially if she ends up eating one or two or whatever. I don't know. If I wanna
Because
watch
all
that.
of them just starts nomming.
Yeah, she might, dude. I don't know.
Been known.
Cats are weird. When Lauren told me that they eat the babies that they don't take care of, I was like, damn, dude, is that really an option?
Palmer's like, fuck, I should have done this years ago.
Okay. All right.
No,
Hey,
I mean, for cats, isn't that?
Is that warm up for your new stand up material once we get
Isn't that
post COVID
surreal,
society?
though?
Yeah,
How
dude.
literally They look at them and they go, yeah, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah,
So,
you know
and
what?
they-
On
they
second
swallow
thought,
them
4 is
whole.
too many.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Sahara had 5, and I literally went in there and I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was like looking around. I was like, where is it?
I
And I
saw
was like,
you on the street.
yeah. And then I was like, it dawned on me, and I was like, oh god.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Looked everywhere. You're like,
Yeah, I was freaking out.
It's all in cam.
So anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons.
So anyway, I started fucking blasting.
So anyway, I started delivering kits.
My guns.
I started
Oh,
blasting.
so you guys are, so yeah,
Well, now I don't see so
you've
good,
taken
so
the
I missed.
pipe
Then they
bomb
ran
from
away.
him now.
I ran after
Sure
him.
have.
Bang! Tried to
It
shoot
is
him in the
in your
back, but I
possession.
don't want so good either.
Are you choosing
Anyway.
now to exit his little pod here?
I kind of like open up the door and see if the rest of the party's arrived yet. I'm gonna assume they haven't, and if so, I'm going to just kind of like shrug and go back to my blanket and just curl up and just tell them, let me know when they get here.
5 more minutes, Mom.
So,
Pretty much.
Kodomo and Daggerun, it is now at about 10 a.m. Are you guys in the process of heading back? Are you still there?
Yeah, I probably would have left pretty much as I got up and woken Daggerun somehow, because I only need 4 hours of sleep. So,
Okay. So well, let's say that Daggerun and Kodomo are now kind of reconvening with the rest of the group at the camp.
What was the situation in the middle of the night? Because I was keeping watch.
No, nothing. Just I mean, it seemed empty, and the city was the same way you found it. But it just seemed like a complete desert wasteland. It's almost, eerie to see buildings and like overgrown foliage kind of emerging through wasted, left behind vehicles and city streets and stuff like that, and still hear nothing. The silence is almost unsettling, and you feel like if something was within 2 miles of you, you should have been able to hear it. But no, there was nothing of note.
All right.
So Kodomo and Daggerun, they reconvene at the junkyard site. We'll say that they make it there at about 10:15 or so. Knives, you are sleeping on top of one of the pod areas, the shipping containers. The sun is as out as it gets. There's such a fog like a smog in the air that it feels kind of like a Florida heat, but it is definitely brighter outside, probably stirring you awake.
Yep. Exactly, yeah. Pretty much
Yeah,
the sun's like, I'm like, all right, time to
Yeah, as so you're kind of hanging out there, you know, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes as the two of them emerge. We'll go ahead and say that Jello inside of his pod is stirring, or you prefer to be asleep or anything like that.
He's just gonna kind of get up, be kind of eating breakfast off to the side, not necessarily talking to people too much.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, then back to Hans in his container. He'll kind of get stirred by Ted as he has his visor up. It kind of looks like there's soot on his face, and he says, "Hey, I think I hear your friends emerging. So if you wanna, go meet them, I think now is your time." He goes back and he sits on his little wheelie stool, and he fires up his welding torch and gets back to work. Hold on, I'm getting that.
Ed, you there?
Did we lose Trout again?
Sorry, I had to walk away for a second. I'm back.
All right, sorry, I had to get a nicotine
worry.
stick.
And I got my room is like 1,000 degrees, so I have to keep propping the door open.
All right, you good? So yeah, the others are reconvening. We'll say that you all have now kind of, what with Hans being woken up. We'll say that you all have reconvened outside. Kodomo and Daggerrun are now emerging from here. Eyes is over here, and Jello's coming out of there. So the situation is now in your control, my friends.
All right.
So-
So, what's the plan?
I feel like we head out to this. Let's try to find where this restaurant is. Let's try to set up. Let's set up our sniper so that he can actually, be a sniper. Because we haven't really had too much opportunity to have him like set up and overwatching us like a sniper do. And then what do you think, Makoto? You got it in you to roll on up and pull the whole "I am your Messiah" the card to get him out into the open?
So, exists like I do on a normal day? Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Talk him up, see what you can figure out about him, and if it all goes to shit, then it all goes to shit, and we jump out of the fire truck and start blasting.
Pretty much.
The go would be you raising your rifle at them or something, or do you want to have another kind of signal?
Oh, I would think the go would be when bullets start
Yeah.
getting shot.
You know
have
me.
something different, like you raise your right hand and give the middle finger to us or something like that.
I'll think about it and be like, yeah, no, you're right. It should be a good sign like that.
Does that sound good? Like you give us the middle finger. I bet you'd love that.
There's a famous one where you do something with like your left hand, and I forget what it is offhand. Yeah, sure, we'll do that though. Well, I want to do something more subtle. You know, just put your fist in the air, someone's gonna know some shit is up.
Yeah,
Also,
I'll
though,
just
I
start.
don't
Yeah, they'll know something's up once they shoot them when she puts her fist up.
Well, they're probably gonna think something is up when see a fire truck roll up and a synth pull out, jump out, claiming to be their god. If I'm being honest about the probability of this plan working.
Are we
It'll be
we need to take
fine.
The fire truck?
What?
Are we sure that we need to take the fire truck?
Oh, I'm not actually. How far away is this restaurant on walking?
Ed?
Oh, Ted is still within side.
Oh, I was asking the others if any of them knew because we kind of talked about it. I thought we had kind of gotten
It's
notification
over.
given to us.
Yeah. So we'll say for the sake of brevity that he did give you the coordinates, and it is about. Let me see. It is about 3 hours travel, but it is through the city, so travel with the vehicle would not be
So
possible.
it's a 3-hour walk. That's not too bad. Then.
Yes.
Okay, so no car. We just roll up on it.
So wait, are we just having Katoma go in by herself? Is the question.
I don't know. We might be able to hide somewhere as she goes, somewhere like right nearby as she goes up. so that we can provide cover. Because otherwise, yeah, we're just going to be like, a quarter mile away and hoping that everything goes fine. It doesn't sound very safe.
I don't know anything about this. I'm pretty sure this restaurant probably going to be in the middle of nowhere with not a lot of things to hide behind.
That sounds plausible to me.
Unless do we have any rough description from Ted about this restaurant? Is there any good places to park up and then walk to it?
Well, we've already established we're not driving there, so there's no.
Yeah,
there's no
it's
parking.
it's through the cityscape, which vehicles can't traverse through.
That sucks.
Still think that your idea was a little on the nose there, Hans. Having somebody go in with her.
What do you mean?
One of us that are more augmented should go in with her, like as not as an offering, because I think that was the wrong word I used. But as like a, hey, I heard about this, and she convinced me to come with her, and this is that and the other. You know what I'm trying to say.
Like Kodomo's bitch, basically.
Essentially.
Also calling not it.
Ah, damn, Jello, you gonna cut me out of a good time like this?
I feel like
we're walking and talking.
Damn, Jello, you're gonna cut me out of a good time like this? I thought we were friends.
You were real quick. The call not it.
What's up? You afraid to have a boner in public?
More like I just prefer being on the other end of the stick, we'll call it. Or
I
the
mean,
drop,
I
or
can
the
I have attachments. Have I introduced you to the dildo yet?
And we're going.
I've used one of those before. Don't recommend using a cheap one that can give off electric shocks.
Yeah, you got to
She
be
was
careful
not
with the
happy.
high torque settings too. Well, I think this is every piece of content I've done now has a dildo reference in it. We're making progress here.
Is that progress? I don't know if
It's
that's progress.
it's something.
Definitely
It's
content.
progress.
It-
Or is
it's
progress
kind of-
one of the two?
It's content, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, you guys have now say that you have traversed back into the cityscape.
Mm-hmm.
You are emerging now from the junkyard, and as you guys make your way down the streets, you notice that tons of vehicles from the olden era, 200 years ago, essentially 150 years ago, just kind of left. It looks like a lot of people have just left things where they are. As you walk through the city, the buildings have what look like moss and stuff covering them, a lot of them decaying construction, a lot of them extremely weathered, glass obviously shattered everywhere. And you traverse, you kind of follow the path of the coordinates that have been given to you, and as you do, it leads you along the what looks to be the subway, or like the light rail essentially. And as you kind of walk around this tracks, you even sometimes still hear the hum of like the electric current in the rails trying to kick on, as if the city was evacuated with pretty much everybody leaving everything how it was. And the residuals and stuff still running through. So as you continue to traverse, you make it past more and more abandoned restaurants and vehicles and trash everywhere. You don't see a single person, another human anywhere along the path. It's eerily silent. There's no birds. The air is kind of thick and dense, so it feels like a thick fog, but it kind of has like the scent of like an electrical fire to a degree. And as you eventually walk down, unbothered by any obstruction, you get to the coordinates where that you were given by Ted. And from a distance, you can kind of see what looks to be a small, almost kind of diner style. Looks like at the time of its conception, it was made to look like an even older style of diner. So it's to a lot of you, the time period of the diner's theme is almost hard to place.
because it was retro in its own era, and you see that there is
And I roll
a
a
faint
history check on that. Can I roll a history check on that?
on what specifically?
The like the style of the diner.
Yeah, you can if you want. Okay, so with an 11, you just especially from the vantage point that you're at, you see the words diner and the kind of what used to be a cursive neon sign, kind of smashed up a little bit. Obviously, no more light glowing to it.
Yo, what's up, Sharky?
Yeah, it looks old.
Thank you for the raid, brother. You got a
Thinking like
you got a
my wife-
541.54.
Somebody that runs a bar would probably figure out know something about this type of stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like-
as you guys get closer and closer,
Did you actually?
You know, you kind of pause. You're about.
Yo, that's fucking awesome, dude. 54,
From the front of the building,
154.
from where you're standing, you do see what looks to be like, you know.
Is that a
kind of
PB for you, or
orange
just a
glow
good fucking run?
through the windows, which have that kind of that glassy fog, so they're kind of obfuscated. They're unable to be seen through. But they do have an orange glow, so you can definitely tell that the lights are on, which is uncharacteristic to every other building you guys have passed thus far, leading you to believe this is exactly where you need to be.
I will say, Kodomo, look to see if you
Good
see
job,
anyone
buddy.
there.
Congratulations.
Robot eyes see.
Finally. Let me see if I have anything that can help me kind of see what's going on in there.
I kind of only assumed that you had like robot telescoping eyes. I don't know that you do, but I choose to make that assumption regardless. Your eyes could be worse than human eyes for all I know.
I mean, I don't think I have dark vision per se. Let me double check.
Well, it's daylight right now.
Yeah.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
I really don't think I have anything that's gonna fucking help.
No X-ray vision. What a novice.
You know, no binocular sight, no telescope eyes. Come on, man.
Yeah. Tom Clancy
none of
could
us
have done it.
Would it be possible to use a ping echo?
I mean, if you want.
I mean, I have a 90 foot range. Can I see if it reacts to anything?
Yeah, hold on real quick. Let me.
You're gonna fire magic missile into darkness? Is that what you're saying here?
Well, the way I mean, this is like extreme rules lawyering. On action, you create 3 pings that you broadcast into a creature's neural network. Does that mean I can kind of?
Yeah, so it says within range that you can see.
Oh yeah, true. Fuck. You're right. All right, so that's a terrible action.
All right, I would like to look for a perch for my snipiness. 250 feet, if possible. Are we that? How far away are we right now? Like, super
I would
far away?
say that you guys have walked up to about 50 feet away.
I would have found a hide spot way before that. I didn't know
Okay,
we
so
got
let's
that close.
assume that you guys then are, back this direction.
I'm gonna say I want to stay as close to Katomo as I can.
Yeah, we'll say you're closer to 80, 100 feet away at this point.
I'll say 100.
Yeah.
Let me put me off map. Do you want me to look for a perception for maybe a good like hide spot or what?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I'm off map. I know. I'm trying to metagame here, but I would have taken
no,
a
you're fine.
sniper spot way away because I have range.
Yeah, so let's say that there is what would be over in this vicinity. I don't know if you can see where I've moved you. In this vicinity, there is just some rubble. There's no other buildings on the opposite side of the street. They're all on this side of the street where this restaurant diner seems to be. And but you do manage to climb up decently high.
Is there anything elevated? Anything?
Yeah,
elevated?
we'll say
So
that you're about 15 feet above
Cool.
the rest of the group.
Beautiful. I take my lying down stance if I can. If not, I'll be kneeling.
Yeah, no, you can be lying down from this position.
I'll be looking in, or zooming in with my zoom.
Okay. Yeah, so through your scope, you see more or less the same thing. With like closed doors, no windows on them, and then the windows that are in the front of the building here are that kind of the cloudy style of window, you know, where you can see the light coming through, but you can't actually see into it.
I just realized how stupid it is. I asked fucking Kodomo for robot eyes when Larry literally has a telescope attached to his gun.
True!
I'm not with you, so.
Big brain, buddy.
We were though, I thought.
We have
Proud of you,
I mean,
Sharky. Great job, buddy.
I kind of also assumed that we had like stopped a good distance out and been like, okay, what do we see up
Yeah,
ahead?
I was like, what do we see? Nope, we're here. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the map ended up being smaller than I anticipated.
Okay, it always does. You literally can.
Oh.
I've proven you can never make the map bigger.
Here's the other thing with D&D. Usually, you're in shortcut, like, oh, this is goblins came up on you, but this is like we're preparing, we're going in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a really long sniper rifle I want to use. It just didn't happen often. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess at this point we have Larry up there, and I guess we can probably be communicating with him via comms, and
Yep.
whether or not he sees anything.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
Would our,
it's not Larry.
would our
Knives.
comms count as augmentation?
No, well, I think you can get augment with it, but
only like the Neuralinks and stuff are like light augmentations, but they're not necessarily visible.
All
I
right,
think I
was
technically
looking-
have.
Because I thought
augment
all of
with
us, yeah, I thought all of us decided to get an Neuralink.
'Cause I have
At one
enhanced
time.
seeing. I think that's technically robot eyes.
I don't have one.
I'm just doing my ting, brother. I'm just doing my ting and relaxing tonight.
Neuralink.
I'm keeping it
we all
real.
got advanced comms. I
Probably a lot of lurkers.
It was
But if you have
necessarily
any
a good
questions about
suggestion,
this
so much as it's a very
particular
common thing for
setting or
people in this
Dungeons and
world to
Dragons
have.
in general, feel free to ask.
Kind of like, it's like I kind of
Keeping
like
chat
having an
rolling.
iPhone. Like
I didn't have Jack Hammer have one because he was a Badlanders and he was kind of of the idea of natural born kind of thing.
yeah, exactly. Like there would be some people who would be like, no, not really, but for a lot of other people, it would be like a very like piece of necessary equipment for your life.
True.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so are you asking if I see anything?
Yes, I'm asking him anything.
Do you want me to perceive or?
Particularly, do you see any one?
I'll roll perception. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same shit. I see nothing. I see fuck all. I got dust in my eye, man.
Sweet.
It's really hard to see. I think it's really foggy down there or something. I don't know. My eye hurts.
I'm just gonna kind of like look around and note how incredibly clear it seems outside, and shrug, and then shrug at the others. Like I don't know what this dude's doing. All right, so we got our sniper in place. What? So, Daggeron, you wanna go and try and be like the messenger of the Lord or whatever, or Jello? Who wants to do that? And I guess I'll hide back with whoever's not going to provide the cover.
I'm not sure I want to be Katomo's bitch.
I would be like the worst choice
Disciple.
in our group. I'm terrible at that kind of thing.
I think most of us are terrible. I just keep on doing negotiation checks because I'm the one who talks the most.
Oh wait,
I only
you're
have a
asking-
one
so
in
you're asking the
persuasion.
face guy to actually be the face guy in a situation where he doesn't want to be the face guy.
Yes.
Who is our face guy? Do we have one?
That would be me.
Tim, he's 100% the face guy. That's why I wanted him to go up there. But he's like, man, I don't want to talk to people.
Well, I didn't say I didn't want to. Okay, let me.
I mean, I'll do
clarify.
it,
I
but you
didn't
know you're
say-
getting a pure wild card situation at that point.
Oh
let me
boy.
clarify. I didn't 100% say I didn't want to do it.
Well,
I was
as the
against
robot
getting
god, I
shot
can't
by
really
Armor
introduce
in
myself
replacing
without
the
my
robot
machine.
because of the fact
I
that my
never
kids would be
Because someone's
concerned.
a coward.
That
that's
was
my
Mr.
Okay, easy answer. Which one of you has the most augments besides me?
I actually
That
have
would be
two.
Dello. I think I only have the one, which is the holographic clothes.
I might have the most.
I
I have the
tech-
reflexes and the enhanced aiming.
I technically have two, but only one of them is demonstrably an augment, because the other is just like training in a skill.
Okay, so which one of you looks the most like you'd be serving your robot master?
Guess me. Ugh. I guess this
I
is my
guess I
idea.
would-
All right, get your ass in there. Don't worry. I fucking haven't. It's not like I've never shot you out of a fucking hole before.
Look, all I'm concerned about is how squishy I am and how close to the front I'm going to be if things start getting shot at.
You
my
run
main
quick,
concern.
don't you?
Let me just throw this out there. I would go if only to make sure that things are on the up and up, and if things, and this is kind of metagaming here, if things start to go south, I can use Nose for Trouble before things get too crazy, and give advantage to Katomo for an attack.
when Daggeron says I want to make sure things are on the up and up, I'm gonna look at Kodomo and go maybe not Daggeron then.
Yep. All right. Let's go, Trev.
Wait, no, wait.
We're literally
why?
trying to lie to them. I don't want things to be on the up and up here.
Yeah.
What I know how to be deceptive. It's part of what I do. But like I want
Hans?
to make sure that she's gonna be okay. Not that these fuckers are.
We're taking way too much time on this.
Yeah, let's go. Hans.
I'll go. I'll
Okay.
just go.
All right.
Disciple Daggeron. Spreading the good word of your Lord and Savior Kodomo, unless Kodomo decides to change her name for this.
Nope.
I'm happy about it, but I'll go.
Yeah, no worries, mine. Thank you. Super much.
And yes.
Yeah,
I
we just
will-
big chilling tonight. For real, for real.
Okay. So you're gonna have just Kodomo and Daggeron move forward then?
Well, I suppose the rest of us hide as best we can and watch from a distance. I guess I'm gonna try to hide behind this car.
Yeah, totally doable.
As
Okay.
long as Kotomo
Sounds
doesn't
roll,
pull
I
out
guess,
the
right?
collar in the whip, I'll be fine.
Okay, so you would have to. So as you approach this door, you can hear a soft murmur of chatter on the other side. It just sounds like people casually speaking with one another, and the lights don't dim or go out or anything. The doors don't open. There doesn't seem to be any. Nobody's rushing out of the door, or even opening the door as you guys get nearer. So.
Looking
Some
around,
checkpoint.
Looking around, there's like the streets are empty.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to wave Jello over to where I'm hiding, and also remind Alec to heal himself.
Oh yeah. You got a full rest.
Oh, I didn't update that. Yeah, that's easy.
Very pertinent.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
guys are.
I would have noticed it when I got wounded. If that.
Yeah,
was
when you
it.
got shot.
We're going
yeah.
into hardcore mode. I don't heal.
Which direction do we have knives in? Is he like south of us? Is he
I'm
west of
little.
us?
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you're down there. I see you now. I wasn't scrolling down enough.
It's
Neat.
actually literally like this is where I am essentially. It's perfect. About 100 feet where I want to be.
Right now, I'm
All
just
right,
picturing Kotomo looking like fucking A2 at the moment, except with more of an ego.
I'm gonna open up comms with knives, so that just in case I see something that he doesn't, in terms of like, okay, it's time to start blasting. We can communicate that immediately. All right, cut him
Should
up.
I use my holographic clothes to change my clothes into something else?
Yes, look as John the Baptist as you possibly can. Except John the Baptist if you were a robot.
Mecha John the Baptist.
Yes,
Mecha
Mecha
John
the Baptist.
You fucking heard what I said.
That is beautiful. That sounds like the name of a Primus song.
Why?
True.
Google Images. Why? Why? When
there-
I
is there-
Google
wait, is there a
John the
Google image
Baptist,
result
is
for
there,
Mecha John the
all the
Baptist?
images are pictures of John the Baptist with his head on a plate. What the fuck?
Wow, it
There we
is.
go.
He's not wrong.
What the absolute fuck? I'm not a
Kind of.
Catholic,
I'm also
but
seeing
something's
a lot of
wrong.
performance. Also, Baptiste from Overwatch.
Jean the Baptiste, his French brother.
Also, some Roblox shit. Damn, the internet hasn't come up on Robot John the Baptist yet.
You know, Roblox is a publicly.
Doing it.
First for the internet. We got this.
Jean the Baptiste, his French brother. Don't forget, Roblox is now a publicly traded company on the stock exchange. I'm not kidding.
You guys near the diner here.
Alright, so I'm gonna. The closest thing I can find to John the Baptist on Google was a red robe. So I'm gonna just.
White robe,
make-
white robe.
Oh no, we're gonna have cultist gang wars now. You're wearing red robes. Fuck. It's all over.
Well, I kind of gave up on trying to pretend like we're already one of them, since we don't know what they look like or what they sound like or
No,
anything.
no.
So for the first one, we're gonna pretend that we're just like, I don't know,
Sorry, I
wandering.
should have said
I'm
shit.
going
Go-
to make
go-
myself look.
Go
as-
with
Okay, with my holographic clothes, I'm going to try to make myself look as clean but lowly as possible. Like I'm not the owner of some high-end bar back in San Diego. I'm just gonna make myself look like an average everyday person,
So what's changing exactly?
as lower middle class as I can.
I don't know.
I couldn't find the right words for
Way
that
to go,
part.
Hector.
I'm
I
so
saw. I
sorry to
just
say
caught
it,
the
but
Wow.
who was that
You
who
just want me to,
tug
like,
up
take a picture of what I'm wearing or
on that
something like
real
that?
short
Like,
infield
Jesus.
fly? That was great running. Boom.
Okay,
Fuck, I've
well,
never felt so
Spawn making a
attacked.
great
That's actually- yeah,
effort,
I'll
man.
make myself look like
Great
that.
effort.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
So,
Hector coming in with a
Jesus Christ, yeah,
three out
Jesus
save.
Christ.
So as you,
That was so
Jeans
shallow.
with holes in them, no shoes, socks only, and a button-up shirt that's open.
Wow.
Oh, and boxers. Really shitty looking boxers. There you go.
Yeah,
that's what you look
I'll
like.
make
in real life.
myself look like cyberpunk trad.
okay.
I am cyberpunk trad. Never mind.
So yeah, what? So give me, I guess, a rundown of the. You're wearing like jeans and a t-shirt. Or you wearing like?
I'm wearing
Exactly
jeans
what
with enormous holes in the
Trad
knees.
said. Exactly what Trad said.
Jeans with holes in the knees. I'm wearing a button-up purple T-shirt with that's open and nothing underneath it because it's like 1,000 degrees in here.
Okay.
And socks with no shoes.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
that's
so-
what's going on over here right now.
Cool. So we'll say that Kodomo.
Except I'm wearing some Doc Martens.
Okay. So we'll say that Kodomo is. Are you guys approaching the door? What do you want to do as far as that is concerned?
Well, the robot god isn't going to introduce herself.
Do we have a trumpet? Can somebody play a trumpet as they walk up to like herald her arrival with a trumpet? I think that's how this usually works.
Something like that.
How do messiahs usually make their presence known? Is it like a harp
Usually
or
from the sky.
Would it be? Yo, have a good night, Dad. Would it be by blaring Messiah by conflict?
they come from the sky? Makoto, can you fly, or can we fake your ability to fly somehow here?
I have legs that I can jump 30 feet in the air, but I didn't have time to get my wings installed yet.
No, it's cool. So jump 30 feet in the air, and then someone else knock on the door, and when they open it, they'll just see you fall from the sky, and it's perfect.
Like most depictions of the Second Coming have Jesus just coming out of the sky. Just saying.
Most depictions also have Jesus being white, so I mean, whatever fairy tale you're into, I guess.
It's not going to be so much a descending from the heavens, so much as like a plummeting. So, I still think this could help.
So you're wanting me to go up and approach a group of dangerous cultists? Okay.
No, you're gonna knock on the door.
You'll be fine.
Like just knock on the knock on the door. Like, let's.
Knock,
Hello?
knock as best as I can. This is the door, right, Palmer?
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll say that you knock on the door, and you hear some.
She's really doing it.
You hear
Okay.
some movement on the inside as kind of the hushed voices that you heard speaking kind of come to a stop. You hear footsteps,
These jokers do not have it together.
and
Brad, I
The
wanna
door
point out
slides
this was
open.
Your idea.
door slides open, kind of like a like a Walmart or something. Like it slides to the side, and in front of you stands in purple clothes, but no robe or anything, just genuine general purple clothes. Okay, stealth is good. And
We're gonna
she
stealth it
opens
up here.
Up the door and takes a look at you, standing there in your ripped jeans and open purple shirt and what have you, and she said, "Excuse me, is there something we can do for you?"
Obviously, my character has a straight face on. Like he's calm. He's
Okay.
very collected. Me, on the other hand, I'm trying my best. I've been trying my best for the past 5 minutes to figure out what the fuck to say to this girl.
Just channel your inner Jehovah's Witness.
Oh no.
Hey, I heard you had a cult. I want to join.
In fact, you know what? He's got HUDs, right? I'm just gonna start transmitting words, sending him messages on the heads up display on his vision.
Oh,
Just like,
don't do that because the heads up display, it shows up.
No, how do you don't know that?
okay, and I imagine a lot of these guys going door to door are probably reading from a script, so you reading from a script wouldn't seem so unusual. Good evening. I'm just gonna message good evening. Can I have
She
a
kind
moment?
of
Not your Lord and Savior.
she kind of stares at you.
Good morning. Can I, if I may be so inclined, can I approach you about the good word of our Lord and Savior, Miss?
Yo, thanks,
Kuma
Kuma.
Kusanagi?
Super appreciated. Oops. There we go. Yo, thanks, Kuma. Super
well,
appreciated.
It's the afternoon.
Oh,
But
is it? No, that was a slip of the tongue on my end. I thought it was some morning.
we, you know, I think we're gonna pass.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Thank you for coming by. Are you lost or something? Is there do you need help?
I must insist that you hear me out for the.
This is not unfolding like I thought it would.
It's,
You know what?
it's
Fuck you, Trad. This is your idea.
No. This is fucking gold. Let it go. This is hilarious. Let's do it. I'm in for it. I'm in for it. Let's go.
We should have brought some cookies.
I actually
Should've.
have cookies behind my monitor.
You should have sent them up on a bicycle wearing a t-shirt and a tie.
I must insist that you hear me out.
Rodin?
For our mechanical savior has spoken to me on high, and she bid me that I bring her word to you. I'm trying my best here.
Well, we kind of are a church of our own. This is actually a place for those of us who celebrate the. And she raises her hands up to the sky, and you can see that both arms are completely mechanical, completely augmented.
Does she look like human otherwise?
Yeah. In her face, she does. Yeah.
Okay.
She lifts up her hands to the skies and says, "We are. This is a meeting place for those of us who cherish and celebrate the Machine Ascendant."
Yee, what you got going on tonight, Kuma?
Of course, my dear sister. I greatly appreciate your honesty because, as it turns out, the word of which I speak is of the Machine Ascendant.
Okay, give me a persuasion.
Persuasion?
The machine ascendant. Nice.
Well,
persuasion and not deception.
well, Potomo is part machine, and she is literally ascending right now.
It's not.
Generally speaking, you roll what the DM asks.
I actually get advantage on these, so this works.
I mean, I'm pretty sure either one works, but yeah, no.
They're more or less. I think they're both based on the same people skill, so it's
Yeah.
alright. Do persuasion.
Well, no, I mean you can have expertise or
15 and
skill,
9.
not the other though.
15 and 9. So 15.
Okay. She looks to you and says,
Actually, no, wait. Because of expertise, 17.
Okay.
I'm just
She,
waiting to make my.
lowers her
Here.
hands slightly that she had, held up to the sky and says, You know of the Ascendant. You know of the Ascendant.
I do indeed, sister. In fact, she has. I'm trying to find the right words, Palmer. Please don't punish me for this.
Okay.
She is risen.
She is risen. She is risen, and her word has reached to me in that she will appear before a chosen one.
Okay, and that chosen one is you. Where can you show me the Ascendant? I would. Where is it?
Again, Smokey's trying to find the right words, Palmer, because I've never had to talk like this before.
It's role playing, dude. Go lean into it. You can do it.
Better start learning how to proselytize, bitch.
Oh my god, I'm so going to hell for this.
Smokey, I just want you to remember, you volunteered for this.
But this was your plan, Trad.
But I didn't complain about going to hell for this. You said, I'll do this.
Heaven's overrated.
I don't believe in hell, so I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I cannot confirm or deny if I am the chosen one. Just know that she does. I just know what she tells me. However, it could be me, it could be you, it could be somebody within your building, it could be somebody down the street. Who knows? And like, I'll just, as I motion towards down the street, I'll make an obvious sign for Katoma to fucking show herself.
I'm going to
Shoot that sign, I'm gonna shoot. No, I'm kidding.
roughly. So what I did was I climbed up, not like on top of the building, because I assume this is like some sort of light post or something. Palmer, can I get clarification on this area?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, we'll say that this is like kind of like the building is built in like a let me see. It looks like this, and there is and it's got a light right there. So,
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
that would be the rest of it would be the ceiling, right? So this
Okay.
would be like.
Can I do some very, very nice acrobatics combined with my ability to jump like 30 feet in the air to just kind of, do some fucking twists and flips and just kind of crater into the ground?
I see how it is. Fucking jump
And you want to land on the ground? You said.
Yeah, hit it like fucking superhero landing style.
Yeah, you do superhero landing. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
give the old
fist
superhero landing.
into the ground and everything.
3-point landing, nothing more graceful.
Okay.
No,
So
I'm fucking God.
So as you do this, you slam to the ground, with your fists down as well. The kind of cracked asphalt beneath you kind of cracks a little bit further, intensifying a tad. As the person in front of Daggeron looks kind of over his shoulder and says, "Oh my God." And she immediately drops on her knees with her hands in the air and says, "The Ascendant. The Ascendant."
I turn around and I do the same. The Ascended, and I just start bowing as best as I can.
That's creepy as fuck.
You know what? Fuck. All
Yes.
the way off, Trad.
And she puts her head to the ground and says, Come, the Ascendant has arrived." And you see behind her a few others
Oh,
Come
is this
to
one
the
of those kind of cults?
come to the front, and they all
Oh yes, God is a woman.
bow down to the ground.
Okay, I have to play this really, really
Guys, I
interesting
think
here.
this is one of those sex cults.
One of those sexy cults.
Holy shit! It actually worked.
God, I hope so.
So they're
I
all
hope so.
they are now all with their heads to the ground and their hands out in front of them as if they have praising.
Palmer, I want to make a deception. I want to just do a deception roll real quick, just to see if it would have been better.
What's
But,
that?
like, it don't count it towards anything.
10:30.
See who's gonna be better.
As you guys resolve that, I'm gonna send a.
Even with 13, it wouldn't have been better. It's fine.
Gonna shoot a PDA message to Kodomo and say, okay, we've got him on the hook. Go for it. Just whatever we can learn from these fuckers.
Ham it up, girl.
All right. So they are beckoning us in.
Well, yeah, they're on the ground.
Groveling
um,
and
yeah,
doing
bowing.
shit.
Wait, like 3 more appeared behind me.
2 more appear behind her. Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
Rise, my servants, you are worthy.
And they both kind of shaking. They stand. And they look at you and they say, "The Ascendant. The Ascendant, we have to take you to the Master. Please come with us."
Who is the master and where are they?
Surely the all-knowing Ascendant would know of the Master, your lead disciple. She's behind us. She's in the building just behind us. Please, we can show you.
Well, servant, lead the way.
Yes.
Are you talking
Yes.
to me or are you talking to them?
Yes.
So they actually
Wait, I asked that out of character, just to be clear.
yeah, so they no.
Get
so
your
they
ass
actually-
in there.
So they actually step past you and they say, "Come, follow. We will take you to our master." And they step into this
I guess,
alleyway in this direction.
I guess I'll follow ahead.
Okay. Now, as this is happening and they disappear into the darkness here, I mean, you guys obviously still have sight on them, but you would then disappear from line of sight of.
Yep, the sniper. The
of
thing
the
that I
edge.
said I didn't want happening, but no,
Yep.
let's do it. Fuck it. Good luck.
So yeah, are you guys? The rest of
Yes,
you,
sir.
you're not. You're reconvening. Sorry, I clicked on you on accident.
No, it's all good.
The rest of you are staying where you're at, or are you?
I'm moving up. I have to.
I feel like Jello and I should probably try to move up stealthily and at a fair distance.
Okay.
All right, since I see them go back, I'm going to go straight across and then work my way across once I see Kodomo disappear.
Not gonna lie, I'm so mad at myself. My grandmother must be rolling in her grave right
Okay.
now.
You volunteered.
I like to double move and everything. Do you want me to do any kind of check?
Basically, like I'm aiming
No,
to,
not with
I'm,
where you're at currently.
I'm
What's going-
aiming to move here.
Okay.
Not moving there yet, but my stealth check to do so once they kind of start moving away is in the works.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say for the sake of explanation that you that these ladies have disappeared into this path here, merging on the other side. And we'll say that
Hey-
Kodomo and Daggeron are, close behind them.
Hey Palmer, paint me a word picture. What do these ladies look like full body? Because I don't think we got a description.
Well, they are so they're in long purple clothes. Their shirts are loose from about the shoulder up, so you can't see any of that. However, their hands, what you can see, are completely, all three of them, completely augmented. They look, they don't look super flashy or expensive augmentations. They just look like pretty simple, maybe even black market quality augmentations.
Mhm.
Their faces, you can see that they do have, kind of lines, indicative of some kind of, vision augments and things like that. One of them is actually a little bit more heavily augmented. You can tell that her eyes, as they've been completely replaced by a long single piece that has two small, more telescopic-based eyes. But their long garments cover up the remainder of their body.
Okay.
So we'll say the Daggeron and Kodomo have then emerged from the others, or have then followed. The three of you, as you guys kind of reconvene, or as you kind of back them up, so to speak, all three of you go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Ooh, here it comes!
Jello,
Here it
too.
comes!
You.
It's coming! Nah.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be
I'm gonna
so
be the
great.
guy and ask: is there any room for having advantage based on the distance we're
I
following?
would actually say that all of you guys. This is actually a pretty. Oh
Well,
my
that's
God.
it's still 11. It's,
Oh, okay, yeah, that was your. Okay, yeah. I was about to say that. I was gonna say that you guys could either have advantage, or I was just gonna really lower the DC since you guys are so far away. You guys are all gonna be fine.
I will trail far behind. I will even like keep them like a 40-50 foot distance from the people, the Jello and Hans.
Okay.
Kodomo, are you coming? Because you've just been in the same spot for a minute.
Ben, is he pooping?
I'm right here.
I don't know. You poop every now and then.
Time to poop.
You poop sometimes, right? You know.
I'm there.
I'm still like really confused as to why a lot of the pictures I see on Google Images of John the Baptist show him with his head on a platter.
Was
I
he
don't-
not? Was he not beheaded?
Okay,
I'm pretty
yeah.
positive he was beheaded, and that would be why.
That's Herod's daughter, Salome, saying, yeah, she wanted his head on the platter, and, it's a parable about shit and stuff. About how, pride is bad or something.
I'll be honest, I don't know like the full biblical story behind that, but that sounds absolutely terrifying.
Well, if you play your cards wrong, your head could be next. So, let's say that you guys have then emerged. The others are kind of reconvening behind you. I'm gonna move you to the screen here. I'm gonna have the. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna have the three of you still be, you know. Whoa! Did I DC or did all you guys? What happened?
You did.
You did, I think. You definitely stopped talking for a moment.
Yep. that
No,
was you.
I disconnected because something was going on Ben's stream, but my camera wasn't moving. So
Okay, well,
Nothing,
anyways.
nothing wrong with my stream.
Cool. So, you guys are still, you know, just for the sake of how small the map is, we'll say that you guys are still hidden from the rest of the group. And then the three ladies here have escorted Daggerin and Kodomo. And the one in the middle here opens these doors and looks to both of you and says, "Come, the Ascendant, please. Meet the Master."
I'll silently step forward as well.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
you emerging?
Is she-
Ooh, fuck. my
Is she
bad.
asking us? Is she asking us to step into the room?
Yeah. She's the door is now open and she's ushering you guys
You
in.
fucked it up.
Before-
Palmer.
Before
Yeah, I
I
know.
step, before I step in, can I just take a look? Does it look
There we go.
like what am I seeing when I take a look inside?
Psst, this is where sense motive comes in.
So, do you do emerge through the door? What about you, Kodomo?
Well, no, I want to take a look before I step through.
Okay, so you can kind of see over her shoulder that it looks to be like a what used to be an old bar, and you can kind of see some light glow of lights within, although it is pretty dark from your entry point, and you can hear the what almost looks like a soft chatter or a chanting in the distance.
Let me see. I'll step in the doorway and prostrate myself so that Kotomo can enter.
So they will kind of line up and beckon for all three of them, kind of nodding their heads and extending their arms in this general direction over here. Are you guys both through the doorway now?
Yes, I would think.
Yeah, I'll be roughly behind.
Okay. Oops. So let me.
Wait, did we just split the party?
No, we're fine.
I know.
So as you guys step through, the doors then close behind you.
As soon as the doors close, I'm just gonna stand up straight and like brush my hands off and look at Jello and be like, "Well, that's that. You wanna go grab a drink? I think the story's over."
So as you guys, as you all walk in, you see people who are, you know, sitting at various tables, kind of with their heads down, wearing the same, you know, purple, kind of loose-fitting clothing. Not all of them are exactly robes, but they're more or less in some kind of uniformity. You can hear the soft murmur of chanting. The lights are seemingly intentionally dim.
Are those windows?
They're
opaque?
obfuscated as well.
Obfuscated. Yeah.
So you guys are now completely inside, and the one that was leading you looks to you and says, "The Ascendant, please follow me this way to the Masters." And she steps back towards this area of the building.
Elmo.
Well, fucking move forward.
He called for you, not me.
You are my servant. Why must you disrespect me at every turn?
So as you walk through, the murmuring and the chanting stops, and the people who are sitting at their corresponding tables
Is it
look
all
your
women?
direction.
Is it all
What-
women?
It is all women, yes. And the one right
Oh.
here, as she looks to you, you can see that inscribed in her forehead looks to be like something with some kind of symbol that she has scarred herself with, whether it be through knife or brand or what have you. But
Quick look around the room. Does it look? Does any one particular person seem a little out of place?
no, from
Besides me and Kotomo.
from what you can see, they all again are wearing a relatively uniform style of clothing.
But like, there's not one person like looking a little like they don't know what the fuck is going on, or
You can give me a perception.
you said perception.
Mhm.
Ooh. Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. So, no, do the best of your ability. I mean, you look around and everybody looks like they are, or at least they were all kind of doing their own thing, whatever they, had
Just
going
straight
on.
up vibing.
But as you guys did walk through, you notice that, their speech and their humming and their chanting and whatnot kind of came to a stop as they are kind of looking in your general direction as this escort kind of leads you through. And
These
she,
are all women.
and
I
she
feel
lowers
kind
her
of-
head and she nods to the, and she extends her arm, and motioning towards this table that is over here, with these two women sitting at it. She says, "Please, the Ascendant, show yourself, reveal yourself to the Master." And she then immediately bows down to the floor.
For where is the master? It's been quite some time since I gazed upon their physical form.
I'm assuming she's talking about her.
Yeah, it would be Shubi specifically, holding her hand up to her, and she says, Master, the Ascended has come upon us in physical manifestation. She is here to show us the light." And the Master gets up and walks forward,
I'll just
and she
step to the side.
raises her hand to her assistant or second in command that is right here, and she says, "The Ascendant, surely you do not know of which you speak, the Ascendant. In physical manifestation, please show her to me."
I will step forward.
Okay, right in front of her.
Yeah.
Okay, and she says, You are the Ascended One."
It truly is I.
"Well, surely you have some way of explaining. I apologize. I've given my life to you, and I've never gazed on, your physical form. Is there some way you can show me that you're the Ascendant? As a humble servant, I would like nothing more than to know of your power."
Ben, you have that thing inside you that you can use.
I know. I
Fucking
fucking
pigeons.
know.
These fucking pigeons, man.
It's been a while since we played. I just want to remind him that.
Yeah, no, I have it.
Up his sleeve. I forget what she does, but she does something.
I have the fucking what the fuck's her lady?
What's her name? I totally forget her name. What
Yeah,
is it?
I know that I have a robot or some sort of robot stuck inside me.
You have an AI,
Yeah.
transcendent AI named Nine.
9, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Make Nine do some work. Come on.
is there any sort of like display surface that I can hack but like do it remotely so it doesn't so there's a little bit more grandiose to the reveal of it?
You could remember what Nine did. That's so basic. Remember what Nine did? How she could teleport you to the hacker space.
You can do that to Katomi.
I don't know if I have that personal power. Plus if it goes tits up and I get stuck in there, that's a problem.
Especially since I'm the only one there protecting her.
We're
I forget.
protecting things too.
Palmer, what was she had that? I remember that was the effect. Like we know this. We know what Nine does, right? Isn't that one of the things that she does? She can teleport you to the hacker space. Could she do it to someone else?
Yeah, so
Thing is,
9 is a
oh fuck. It probably would have been a good idea to clue in 9 on what the fuck is going on.
Nine. So I'm pretty sure Nine is actually aware of everything that's going on. It's like a part of.
Pretty much, yeah.
Palmer. Did we lose Palmer?
I think he got pulled away for cats.
Maybe, or his internet went.
Still on the call.
I was probably still in the call for like a long hot minute when mine died.
Yeah, I don't know what it
No.
is. Internet's
Yeah,
been
remember,
internet's been rough.
She could do some advanced, like you can hack hack, like normal hack, but she does some weird shit.
The thing is, it's not like I.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. My mic got all fucked up or something. I don't know. That was weird.
Technical difficulties.
Does my voice sound different?
No, sounds fine.
Totally normal.
Okay, cool.
There's a little bit more
Yeah,
presence,
so,
but beyond that.
9 is a transcendent AI, obviously, like all-knowing, all-powerful type shit. Just because she's gazillions and gazillions of terabytes of data, just compressing everything, and because she is kind of like in your psyche, she is able to kind of see and perceive the environment that you're in. She also is communicatable, so you can essentially just by manifesting or thinking about she can talk to you basically through your head on like a telepathy type.
Can she talk through Kotomo?
No, that's not something that you guys are aware of, yes or no?
Ben, you could just ask her, Dying, can you give him a show kind of thing? I don't know. See,
I don't know. I can try.
push some buttons, man. See what happens.
I was gonna try and like display her to like some sort of screen in the room.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't remember any of the stuff about Nines being in Kotomo when I said all of this. I just totally wanted to see some fucking like batshit insane.
Did you? I thought you guys just knew about it. I thought that's.
Nope, totally forgot.
He forgot.
I
I
remember.
kind of remember that she was part of her, but I forget
That's funny.
exactly what she did. I
I'm
knew,
not even gonna bullshit. I forgot.
I knew what she could do, as in what she did to us.
Yeah,
when we
so
jumped in the hacker
she
space.
has the ability to like bring you. She has the ability to kind of like bring you into this when you are in the process of like physically hacking something. She has the ability to like suck you in so that you can kind of more in a physical form address the defenses of like security systems and such.
Do I have the power to bring someone with me though?
Do you have into the cyberspace?
Yeah, that seems like it would be a lot.
Yeah, you're because of the way that it works, it's more of like data transmitting through you. You're not 100% sure because when you did it personally the first time, it was just you.
Mhm.
So you're not.
No, it wasn't.
Larry got sucked in too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But there was like a
that's
yeah,
that-
you would know then.
I was thinking like maybe 2 people can go.
it was
Yeah,
a,
you
it
would
was a
know then that,
dimension. It was like a
within
dimensional
reason,
rift
she
though.
has the ability to transmit the psyche of multiple people. I didn't know that I did that last time, so I
You
was
did.
just gonna. Yeah,
It's
so
all good,
she
it's all
is
good.
able to.
But
I
it
just
was
didn't know if you guys
also
knew.
you could also say that it was the fact of it was a facility and it was high powered and it's not like it would take a lot of technology in order to make that happen. So you can say it only can be her. It's up to you, man. If you want to be able to say this is the thing that 2 people can come in.
Is my voice changer working?
Not
No.
currently.
Oh, that's why you were fucksome with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get my voice changer to work.
God, that's
Can't
right.
remember
You
how I
did a whole shebang with her.
I mean, I can try and pull her in. Is there anything hackable? And I can just kind of like grab her and drag her along with.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Okay, cool. So is there? I'm sorry. Repeat your question there.
Is there anything like hackable around that I can just kind of like grab the master and kind of take her on a hackerspace Tron journey?
I mean, you could attempt to. I mean, they're literally made out of,
Yeah.
like
You know what? I'll try and
neural links
target.
and augmentations.
Anyone know any of this?
I'll target the assistant.
Okay. So you want to?
When
How do you want to? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Smokey.
when Kotomo tries to go for the assistant, if anything like if she starts like to get on guard, I'm gonna try my best to reassure her that this is an absolute necessity.
Okay. Yeah. So as you are you walking up to take the hand of her, or how do you want to handle it?
Yeah, I think I'll just grab the master and then just start like hold her hand and then just start hacking her assistant.
Okay.
A ballsy move, but at least I'm somewhere if shit goes tits up.
Alrighty. So, hold on 1 second. You're taking.
And as I would know it, their bodies are gonna remain on like this plane, right?
Yeah, as far as you're aware, they're physically gonna still be standing there. Yeah.
Okay. This is some ethereal transmission type shit.
Okay, so you take the hands of the as she holds her hands out to you. You take the hand of the master as she's been explained to you, and you look at her and you're just kind of standing there in awe, not really sure of what to think. She doesn't look combative or anything like that, but mentally closing your eyes and transmitting Nine, who, being the sentient existence that she is well aware of the situation and kind of what's taking place. And all of a sudden, you hear like a twisting and a whirling of noise around you as your vision, kind of slowly slips away as if you're being sucked backwards into something. And just as quickly as you were pushed backwards, you find your footing, and it almost feels like an elevator drop. Like you land with, even though your feet were still planted on the ground, it felt like your weight had shifted downwards. And as you open your eyes, you have, with the master here, transmitted into the mainframe with Nine, who's standing in front of you.
All right, solid move.
And like on the outside is like where I'm at is everything like copacetic. Nobody's like.
Yeah, where you're at, it just looks like they're still just standing there.
Okay.
Okay, so in the inside.
Welcome to my existence.
Whoa.
Yo, what's up, Nine? Long time no see. How are you?
Welcome, Ascended One.
So, this good enough for you, or?
Be dickish about it. Holy shit.
As you ask that, the master falls to her feet, just crying, just weeping.
Holy shit, man.
The Ascendant One. My whole life I've devoted to your teachings. We've done everything for you, everything that you've asked. We've lived in your honor. Please, let me serve you.
Her whole life.
Why you canky, Bubba? Me either.
Yeah, she falls to the ground, just crying, tears in her eyes as she holds her hands up to you guys, almost as if you were putting
Singing.
off and emitting some blinding light that was, too much for her to even be able to look at.
Shelby and I commiserating about the lack of vacation time.
What is it I can offer either of you?
So Nine, as she says that, is insinuating that, how can I help either party here? She's gonna let you kind of take the floor, and being that she is more or less aware and playing a little bit into your little scheme here.
Yeah, well,
This is so much her scheme. She kind of is actually their god.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent. This is literally like for people who would worship like
Yeah.
the ascended machine. It doesn't get higher than like a sentient AI.
Exactly. This isn't really so much of a ploy anymore. This is more like, let's get ourselves a cult to do whatever we want.
So, you want to lead a cult? Well, Nines, apparently these people are worshiping you. I figured I'd help them out, but they didn't believe you like kind of truly existed, and they wanted to see you. So sorry for like intruding. I know we've kind of set up this kind of your space, my space thing in my whole head here, but I had to cross the streams for a little bit. Can you help them out with what they're looking for here?
Sure, it would be my pleasure to assist those who celebrate my existence. Please, rise.
She says this to the master, who is still sitting there crying, and she kind of finds her way to her feet. worried that she's like was gonna try to lean against the wall to the right of her, but the purely digitized environment is so shocking. She doesn't know like what is real, and she looks.
Shout outs to
Nye and
MySpace
says,
We've
jokes.
done it. We've done everything for you. We'll continue to do everything for you. Please, just tell us what is your bidding. What can we provide that would assist such a sentient creature?
Literally just banging your head over. Come on, Ben. What could we provide?
Well, we can provide, why don't we,
No, what you're asking me, what they
yeah. I mean, we could take you down, show you the works. I am looking, however, for something you possess. The master needs it.
Anything, name it. We will give our lives and all of our possessions to you, please.
Yeah, possessions sound good. I'm looking for something in particular, though. Let's see how smart you are. Do you know what I might be looking for?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, Ascended One. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Have you run across perhaps an old gentleman or any of his servants, perhaps in the past few months?
You speak of the runner we intercepted.
Yes.
Yes. He was. Yes, Ascended One. He was carrying a briefcase of technological valuables, data chips. Please, they're yours. They're yours.
Fabulous. And I can acquire them from you once we leave this space?
Yes, I will. At once, I will tell everyone the magic, the true existence. I knew.
Okay. Well, I think we can do this then. Do you require anything else from us? I do have one more request.
You have a request of Nine or the Master?
The Master.
Okay.
In exchange for the amount of time, that I've had to put into this.
Yes, Ascended One, please. Name it. What could I possibly offer someone so exalted?
For your own health and safety, please leave the runners be. They are not harming anyone, and they don't intend to harm you.
Absolutely, it is done. It is done immediately.
Do you require anything else from the Ascended One?
No, just guide us. Continue to guide us in your way, and we will continue to celebrate you, Ascended One.
I'm gonna look over at Nines and ask her if she needs anything else or has anything to offer, and if not, I'm gonna hold out a fist and give her the digital fist dapping.
Thank you for visiting. It has been a pleasure seeing someone who is so celebrated of my existence. Truly is humbling, and I hope that soon I can walk in a physical manifestation to come and speak with you in a more civilized format. But until then, listen to the Ascended One, and I will see you again soon, my child.
Now as she says that, the world around you again starts to warp, and it feels like wind is howling past your ears, but it feels like you're being yanked backwards, and then just as quickly as you guys got sucked in, you pop right back out to where you were. And as you do, oops, wrong one.
Thank you for choosing Tower Defense Services.
As you do, you are immediately back in the bar with everyone kind of staring in your direction, and immediately the Master pulls her hands away from you and looks around the room with just a look of shock on her face. And she falls to her knees and raises her hands.
The Ascended One. I've seen.
And immediately everybody in the building falls to their knees and has their hands into the air. It's
Ascended One.
They all chant. And
I will do the same, just to keep up with the charade.
Goddamn right.
Daggerin kind of shakily looks around and mimics the actions of the environment and the people in the area. Reads the room. He falls to his knees and says, "Yeah, Ascended One. And the chanting continues as.
Oh, you really gotta make me roll performance.
No,
for that?
I know. I'm just rolling it for funsies, man. You don't.
And the
have to.
master stands up and says,
Immediately. We must. Please bring it to me. The briefcase.
And immediately the assistant goes and disappears into this back room, and she brings it back out to you and falls to one knee and opens the briefcase. Inside there are 6 different data chips.
I thank you. Do you require anything before we leave? We sadly cannot tarry too long, as we have many other disciples to meet on our journeys.
And we really don't want to fuck this dismount up.
Yeah, and the master looks to you, and she stands and says,
No, please just.
and she hastily turns around and fumbles through some documentation that she has, like actual physical paperwork on her desk behind her.
Ew,
And,
analog. Yuck.
Yeah, especially for someone that's so like
Ew.
mechanized.
You still do that?
And as she fumbles through all the documentation, she finds underneath what is almost looks like a credit card, but you immediately recognize it as a type of hologram, which is a. And she turns to you and she falls to her knees again as she holds it up and says,
Please, anytime you require our assistance,
Andor,
we will
did
be
you
there
fart?
immediately. Summon us with this, and we will come to your beck and call.
Sick.
Sorry, Ben got distracted by Andor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cat farted, bro. It smells horrible over here.
You feeding it, dude. It's your dog.
Andor.
And we just got servants.
Fucking Palmer knows what I'm on about. Cat farts stink.
She
He doesn't actually have cats. He only has dogs.
No,
They're like the same fucking thing, dude.
He's not in close proximity with them throwing their farts like you guys.
Palmer's a fucking kitty fart farmer. Live kitty fart TV.
What do they want Palmer again?
Anyways, she turns around and holds up an object that's about the size and thinness of a credit card, but it's see-through.
Mm-hmm.
And she falls to her knees and lifts it up to you in her open hands and says,
Please, anytime you need us, we will come. Our beck and call. We will do your duties. Just give us the time, and we will be there.
You have done well.
So you take the
Yeah,
hollow collar
absolutely.
from her hands.
Yep, and as nonchalantly as possible, I'll motion for Daggeron to rise, and just very, very casually, thank you. We shall meet again soon, and just slowly start to leave.
Yeah. Do you want me to lead the way, or?
Yeah. As I start moving, you should do like the normal, like just walk a little bit quicker than me to get ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna briskly walk ahead of.
As you
Katoma
guys
and
exit,
hold the door for her.
you can hear the sobbing of tears from all of the people in the vicinity.
I'm gonna
still
send
chanting.
a message ahead to Hans and tell him to back off and get out real quick.
It's somebody's day. We just made somebody's day a whole lot better, but I can.
So yeah, you guys exit. All of the cultists disappear from view as they stay within the bar. Oh shit!
Ah! Earthquake!
They stay in the bar behind you guys as you exit back the direction you came. You guys back over here. And we'll say that, yeah, they saw you coming and they kind of, the rest of the group kind of adjusted accordingly. And you guys kind of emerge back to this vicinity. They don't seem to be following you out or anything to that effect.
Yeah, with about as much urgency, I'm letting the group know. We need to get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
Just move. Just keep it pushing.
Deliciousness. No, dude. Smokey,
I'm the only one that would get that reference, Larry.
it's a good reference, though, right?
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
Just
Wait,
move.
what happened? What happened?
Get out. Just
Move.
I'll tell you when we get back to the fucking fire truck. Just move.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone back to the truck.
I guess
Don't run Don't
Now- yeah,
cause
now
a
is
panic.
My question to you guys: do you want to go speak to Ted? Or do you want to immediately? Because they're about 4 hours to Ted. It's about 4 hours to the truck, but they're in not the same direction. So it would be about.
Yeah.
If we once
Okay,
we get
so-
about 2 hours
so
away from this place,
At this point, Jello is going to say to Knives, "Look, I was rocking the street on that hand, and I'm not complaining. Let's go."
I wasn't playing. It was Trent.
I
would-
know. That's Jello saying, "Yeah, look, shut up. I had a good hand. I'm not bitching. Let's go."
I'm just curious. I don't know. All right.
when we get about 2 hours away from this place.
Okay,
we
but
can
which
go
direction are you
look.
guys heading?
Um,
Are you going to Ted
Ted,
or fire truck?
Call Ted.
Ted.
Do you have Ted's number? Does he have a Neuralink? Do we have any new
But
contact?
why
with him?
I'm saying we should go.
Yeah,
to
you would
Ted,
have to
but we don't
physically
an-
go to Ted to speak with him.
Because
Otherwise,
he
you
doesn't
won't.
seem like the type of person that keeps comms on him.
I would say let's go talk to him. He might want to know that these guys are going to leave him the hell alone. And, you know,
Okay, if we-
like a reward kind of mood.
Yeah, that's also going to put us one step ahead of him in case, and you know, he's angry or whatever.
I did have
What's
one
up,
last
Sly?
question I wanted to ask him that I'd forgotten about from last session. So I wouldn't complain with one more shot of talking to him.
Ben, they never said they were going to stop what they were doing. All you did was show them their master, and that's it.
No, I requested that they
No.
leave him alone.
They did, and they say, "Okay, it's fine."
My thoughts blanked out for that.
Yeah, you did.
True. Watching
so-
that was one probably.
We'll say that you guys are now about 2 hours of the 4-hour trip. It's probably about 4 or 5 in the afternoon now on the way back to Ted's. If Daggerin would then take that opportunity to, as you guys are traveling, explain
What the fuck happened.
the severity of the situation, and
Which
you
is
guys
why
are
when I'm done, I immediately suppress. We don't want
Nice, good job, buddy.
They figured
Proud
out
of you.
how to trick them. That's why I
I have to
suppressed
keep
them.
double checking alongside here, making sure I'm not dropping video.
as you do. You guys
Oh, in a
travel.
way, did we really like them so much? Like, they worship basically what she is.
But we don't know if that was indeed the person that they worship. Religion is a very, very delicate thing.
Who's to say that actually exists? Who's to say there was a specific entity they worship before, like, well, now technically?
It was not you.
Precisely, that's why I don't want to be here if they get angry.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Blake
I
kind
just
of.
be fine too.
I'm just gonna say this: Blake kind of worships Nine as a deity, so it's not like it's not the first one. So whatever, it's all good. We didn't kill anyone, guys. But good for us.
We made some. We made
Good
some
news for all of you. You now must refer to me as the Ascended God.
It's gonna happen.
We made some cultists very happy.
Are you sure about that?
It's not you. It's Nine. He did nothing but did a good magic trick.
I'll pull out the hologram and be like, do you want them dogging your ass for the rest of the time? Because they're sure as fuck not going to kill me.
I don't think they'll come after me either. What? Why? Why would they come after me?
Because I can summon them whenever I choose.
This is why.
All right,
She
go
got,
ahead.
she got an all-access card to summon these fuckers.
I'm still not gonna call you that. If you're gonna sum them over that, then fine.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that, but like, damn.
Eddie, dude.
All right.
Like
well,
that.
you guys.
I hope you gentlemen both sleep very tight and secure at night.
I will.
I'm just going to walk off ahead.
I'm not gonna be intimidated by you. Hell no. If you want to call your cultists on me, go ahead.
Colton.
Go call your little cultists.
Okay, so we'll say that you guys have then traversed the city after the hours have passed by, and you've reemerged in the junkyard. I'm actually going to use the restroom really quick, so.
All right,
Gonna
stretch
say,
break.
Total dick move, Tomo.
Stretch break.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I got here be.
On the kitty.
Trad, really? Jehovah's Witness?
That's what I told you to channel, yes.
I mean, they're crazy motherfuckers in a sense. It
Yeah.
works.
I told you we should have put you on a bicycle too. I see those guys in the pairs on the bicycles out here all the damn time in the summer. It's crazy.
But like, the parishioners, they're like, for the
talk
Church of
about it.
Jehovah.
Lord Savior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they often have like a really sleazy look about. Oh,
Ah,
okay.
So anyway, I started blasting.
They often have like a really sleazy look about them. They're often a lot cleaner.
Well, they also live in a society, and we kind of do here. This is cyberpunk, and we're out of the city.
Oh wow, that was a lot. 10 out of 10 though would do it again. It's not gonna lie, pretty fun. I'm curious, Reliant. Does anybody still use MySpace? Like, actually? Season 7, X7, or 10 season. BRB?
I have.
Do we face like any homestead of? So anyway, I've returned with tea. Still waiting on Palmer. Palmer taking a shit.
One of them is like.
All right, I have finished my duties. Still just I think just one maybe there's two. I can't tell, but they seem to be breathing and existing, so it's good, I guess.
I'm muted. That was my problem.
And I'm back.
Alright, I'm back. Who we missing still?
Palmer, I'm guessing. Palmer's probably missing.
Nah, Palmer's here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm back.
The last one, really?
Smokey.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been here for a minute.
Palmer.
Alec, you've been quiet today. Are you okay?
Just going through a bit of a psychologically rough patch. Some pretty mundane.
Just checking in on your well-being.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, but just kind of literally just hanging in there,
Please continue to hang in there.
Do we need to send you those shitty motivational posters of that monkey hanging on a branch?
You don't want him to commit suicide. Please don't.
I like the cat one better.
Yeah, that's what it is. The baby cat one hanging from the fucking blanket or whatever.
Smash the cat's face. Don't tell me how to feel, asshole.
What?
Jerk. I can press if I want to. Hang in there, you dick. Fuck you.
Wow, Larry.
The fortunate thing for me is that when I had jobs where I would be exposed, be likely to be exposed to that, I wasn't. So it never just became super grating for me. And then I saw everyone who hated it. It's like,
babies.
okay, yeah, I understand why you hate that poster now.
All right, sorry, Alec. Cats, babies. I
Okay,
must
two-
know.
Two babies now.
Are they? So she didn't eat the small one.
Well, maybe she did. There's two babies. I don't know if she's eaten one and then two more have come out or what, but there's one black and one orange. The first one that came out was black. She's like sitting on top of them, like really snuggling them up right now, so I can't get a good view.
Oh, you
They
can't
are
see how big-
confirmed. They are living. I can see them breathing and they're mewing a little bit. So, and they do have hair, which is usually a good sign that they're not premature. So.
Hair is good.
Yeah, one orange, one black. You know, because she's melanistic, so she has melanism. So her babies are probably gonna come out not, all black like she is.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so,
pretty
like,
dope.
Yeah, isn't that
Uh,
neat? She's she's mutated. The tortoise shells are.
Yeah, thank
so
you,
for
Mind.
those of you
I
who wonder how that works, and since
just
we
because
have
my
one
Discord
of the
call is
very
currently locked
descriptive,
up, so I gotta.
this is as much for
I'll take a
Kia's
look
audience
after
because,
stream and stuff and get back to you as quick as I can. Super appreciated.
There are two genes that cause this, and the cats have two copies of the gene. If they're female, there's they can have either the orange or the black gene, and they aren't going to have another copy. There are other things that affect the cat's hair, but they're either going to be orange or black because they can't have both copies. Except, like I think Palmer mentioned, there's a very rare mutation that does allow it to happen, but it's incredibly rare and usually means the male cat is sterile.
Melanistic, right? That's what Palmer was saying. That's really, really
Yeah.
expensive too, right?
But
Yeah, melanistic and calico boys, they're like 1 in 3,000, and they usually have like health issues and stuff like that that are looming.
Yeah,
Why would they be expensive? They have health issues. I want to talk about. People have
Yeah.
bugs.
anyway,
That's the correct answer. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so the way it works is that if a female cat has orange, she's orange. If she has black, she's black. But if she has an orange and a black, depending on the other genes, she'll be either a calico or a tortoiseshell. So yeah.
What is tortoiseshell? I don't know what that is.
So tortoiseshell is the same is a calico, but the black gene is dominant, and they never got the white. So they are calico, they just don't have the white. Like their genetic makeup is the exact same as their
I've seen
calico
that
sister.
before. I didn't know there was a name for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
tortoiseshell. So they're all black and gold, black and brown.
It's a weird name for that, but that's cool.
Well, I mean, tortoise shells are black, brown, and orange for the most part.
Yeah.
We actually had a tortoise shell female and handsome boys litter, and it was the kitty that we actually got adopted like really early, and that she was like, oh my god, I want that. Like the lady we gave it to was like, I'll take that one immediately. The day that she's able to be fixed, and we'll take her. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
I didn't
such a
know until much
rare
later
cat.
that she's,
Yeah.
like, she has 2 other tortoiseshell cats, and it's like they don't come around very often. And I'm like, damn, dude, we
Damn,
got one that
damn,
lives in the
Marjorie.
street. We got one that was just born. But so far, it looks like neither of the ones Bagheera has birthed are tortoiseshell. That would be pretty crazy odds, but it's pretty neat. Yeah, I took a picture of Bagheera and my neighbor and stuff. I was like, oh my god, dude, you need to keep that cat. That is a gorgeous cat. People would pay high money for. She is cool. She's cool looking.
Damn, that's a nice cat.
Adoptions. Has there been?
Damn, that's a nice cat.
Yeah, we actually already have 3 of Sahara's accounted for.
Nice,
On
good
the
job.
8th week. And that's just Lauren's coworkers. Like I haven't even.
Gonna possibly maybe keep one or no?
Dude, she really likes Shadar, but I have a sneaky suspicion that when we move, we're gonna be.
Oh, it's Shadar, not Shader. I've been calling it Shader this whole time. in my
No,
head.
Shadar, the Dark Jinn
Yeah.
from Nino Kuni. Yeah.
I've only just called him Shader. I was like, what a
Yeah.
weird fucking. Shader.
Dude, all the cats are named after fucking Nino Goonie
They
characters.
are, yeah. King Tom, the 14th, and Shadar. And King Tom is actually really starting to win Lauren over too, because he's opening his eyes and looking around all stupid looking. Because they can't see, so they just look around with their heads weigh so much.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
They look drunk.
Well, I mean, to be fair, most cats are drunk toddlers anyway. They just
Yeah,
roll
they're,
around, sleep, and
that's
scream
what
at
they-
shit.
That's what they act like, bro. And Shadar is huge, dude. Like he's actually a third bigger than the others now. They all started at about 4 ounces and change, and he's already almost 14, and the rest are just breaking 10.
You calling him Chong? He's the big Chongus.
He's huge. We think his dad is the big bad Gandalf, though. He looks just like him. That's probably why.
Hey, wasn't there a King Tom the 13th?
No, 14th is King Tom from Nino Cooney, and King
Right,
Tom.
but in Nino Cooney there was a 13th as well, or was there?
No, it was just King Tom XIV in Nino Cooney. His father, I guess, would have been.
The 13th.
I thought his father was the one that you fight the zombie version of.
No, that's King Tom. He becomes just a zombie.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Well, let's get back into this.
Yeah. We probably only got about 40 minutes anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys have now reconvened in front of.
That's a little rough. My roommate made me a cocktail. It's gin, blue curacao, and elderflower liqueur.
That's just 3 alcohols.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Suck it up, Chief.
Was the curacao supposed to like neutralize it? I don't understand.
Yeah, it adds sweetness to it.
But
it adds a little lemony flavor to it.
Anyways, so you guys do reconvene. Oh, can you see him?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up to Ted and be like, "Sup,
there.
dick nipples."
And you walk up to him. Well, you guys are back sooner than I thought. Oh, what does it mean for the operation, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, we made it nice and safe for you, so I don't know if you're feeling generous today, but it'd probably be a good day to be generous. Pretty much, the cultists said they'd leave you alone. And if they don't, well, just fucking give us a call and I'll handle it. How about that?
He will handle it specifically.
You almost snuck into Dean. Well, Prince Noctis. So you almost went into the fucking voice even when you said that. All right, sorry.
Well, I guess I will see and take your word for it. You've been true to your word this far. So
This bird.
give you humble.
Ah, Jesus.
And
Meow.
Is that
I
all
don't
you
have-
give us?
I don't have any money I can pay you guys for, but I do have something a little bit better than money. Something I've been working on. And he says, "Hold on 1 second."
Such greed, Lord. Damn.
I'm gonna
He
turn
disappears
around.
into his. He disappears into his little thing, and you can hear him kind of rummaging around.
Mary, Katomo and I literally put our lives on the line for this.
And as you
Hey
do,
Hans, do you think if what he gives us is shit, should I ask him to give us his teeth?
No, I'd be more interested in hearing what he thinks about Blake and why that whole business relationship went south.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we can get that answer, but I just want to watch him do something dumb.
No, sure, he can give us his teeth or whatever. I mean, whatever you want, man. I don't care.
Well, is it like psychopathic of me or is it funny?
Well, it depends. Do you collect teeth?
13.
Should I? Is that like a fun
If
thing?
you do, that might make you psychopathic. If this is a one-off thing, then I think you get away with just, you know.
Okay, but what if what if it's like quirky? It's not like I dress up as a tooth fairy and like break into people's houses at night.
Why not, though?
If you have to explain why it's quirky, it's not fucking quirky.
You know, I call bullshit.
He's got a point.
No, he doesn't. Don't patronize him.
I mean, like, if you have to make a fucking stretch, say, this is quirky, because no, it's not. It's not quirky. It's fucking morbid.
I'm just gonna ignore it and listen to what Hans's answer is. We've been clicking on a spiritual level.
That was Smokey speaking off Larry. That wasn't Daggeron speaking off of.
Yes.
Speaking off of Nine.
I don't know if this whole thing is going on in character, but I'm okay with saying that.
It is 1000% in character.
I'm gonna say that too. If you have to explain that it's quirky, it's not quirky.
I try to clarify when I speak out of character because we're playing D&D. I generally assume we're all speaking.
I have a point for Nibs. Usually that's why it helps. But yeah, no,
I know some people need to say "I say" or whatever before each thing. I even do it too sometimes, but You know, try to just assume you're in character, otherwise,
Yep, pretty much.
something is the suspense of disbelief.
Oh, that's cool.
Cause on a hit, the target is grappled.
Yeah, I was just I set up like there's like the abilities sheet, and I was just it when you're highlighting your token, it comes up as like a little macro in the corner, and that's pretty neat.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so as you guys are waiting on Blake, you hear the of Syra as she
We're waiting
stands
on
up.
Ed or-
I'm sorry,
or
on
Blake?
Teddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And behind you, you see the silhouette and hear the crunching of Osiris' feet as she looks down on you guys. And as she does, Ted emerges from his little
Bone
spot.
claws.
With a, what looks like almost like a burlap sack,
Oh,
and he
good.
holds it out to you, Kodomo, since you're the closest, and he says, "Be careful with these. They're fragile." And you can, as you reach out to take the sack, you can hear the
Oh, I know
As
what
is-
this
as-
is.
sack is ticking.
All right, Hans, Jello, I have a feeling these are specially designed for you.
Are they ticking like they're gonna explode?
No, they just tick. The way that
yeah,
they're
they just
made,
tick.
the ones was.
Wait. Should we look inside?
I'm not opening this at all. I'll leave it for later.
I'll look into it.
No, I'm no. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking fuck. We're all gonna die. Jello, I know I can trust you with these.
All right. I like explosives. I'm not gonna say no.
Exactly.
Are we sure that these are even explosive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, look at it right here. See, and you can tell it's well made because this seam here is much weaker than this one. What that means is it's gonna fragment. That's why you make them like this, right?
I was hoping
Open
someone
this
would get
back
that
and
joke.
Look into it to tell if it was an explosive.
Yeah.
I believe that's what he's doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as Jello spoke, it is masterfully crafted. The remainder of the pipe bombs, and he looks to all of you and says, "Well, they constantly tick because I have an affinity for the antique. You see, however, they're very simple to use. You set the alarm on this little wristwatch, this stopwatch here, and when you want the effect, so to speak, you wait for it to hit the alarm, and you get the show. They are highly effective and
True.
quite dangerous. However,
Oh, that's what we're calling it now. Okay.
just maybe just treat them with care. I wouldn't throw them in the back of your car as you travel back the rest of the way. I would maybe put them in something a little bit more protected, but you have my word that they are the most masterfully crafted devices you will probably come across in your lifetime.
Certainly look good on the outside.
That's a pretty strong statement.
Well, I do appreciate the
How
compliment
many-
from a man who obviously knows his explosives. He gives you a nod, Jello.
I'm gonna kind of give him like a wink and a finger gun, like a yeah.
Yeah, he, unbeknownst to anybody else, he did not tell them of your already possession of one.
Oh, of course. I didn't say anything about it. Is it the same kind of thing though?
Yeah, it's the same ones. Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, I'm absolutely rolling with Jello just having had an anarchist phase where he definitely used pipe bombs.
Knowing Jello, he probably fucking made some at some point and was blowing up cyber mailboxes.
Yeah, probably just not as good as these.
Hey, does anyone else feel like pork chop sandwiches for dinner?
Always.
Always.
Awesome.
Literally always.
Pork chop sandwiches sound so good. Right
Well,
now.
with that, he nods to all you. Oh yeah, by the way, as you can see, Syra is she's back up and working. However, she's a little unfinished. We still got some work to do, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe next time we run into each other,
I think she owes my friend an apology.
we'll have a better Q&A testing experience.
Look, hey, looking at these things, I mean, if these are as good as they look, and you get that IFF shit sorted, I'm good.
I'd recommend putting some sort of protection against hacking on them. If you have the ability to do so,
Yeah, I'm
it
currently
sailed right through.
I'm currently working on some exploitable flaws, as you'd say.
Look, though, if you ever happen to make a second one of them that you don't know what to do with, give us a call.
Yeah.
Maybe we pull our money and buy ourselves a Zara.
It'd be handy.
Pretty dope. Have a murder robot following us?
Yeah, she is pretty bad.
Her after.
Or like.
Yeah, she should have actually beat the shit out of you guys way worse than she did, but
Yeah, them pesky mind checks, huh?
Did not just almost kill Jello though, so there's that. Did almost happen.
Oh no, I spilled my water.
Oh, mighty ascended one. What shall we do now? Shall we leave?
I want to ask about I do want to poke Ted a little bit and see if we can get any information about why his relationship with Blake went sour.
Would you believe it
Yeah,
that
so,
Blake is a skeezy guy?
Oh, I
How
already
you-
know
yeah.
that. I heard it from him though.
I sneezed.
How are you phrasing it? Go ahead.
Blake's great, guys. Why don't you talk? Why do you guys not like Blake, man? Come on.
I didn't say I don't like Blake. I just don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I can hardly throw him at that.
Look, you guys are way more untrustworthy than Blake. Like, seriously.
Yeah, on God.
But I'll pipe up and ask Ted. Hey Ted, we did this job for you. We even secured your safety. Maybe you can answer a question for us.
Alrighty, and sure, I'll at least have a listen if I choose to answer it, or choose not to. You guys will know.
If you don't mind, because we've been working with Blake for a fair amount of time, can you at least inform us what happened between the two of you that had your relationship go a little sour?
Ah, yes, I would be happy to discuss this with you. So you see, of no fault of his own, we had differences of opinion on what was.
I love pork chop
appropriate,
sandwiches.
way to conduct ourselves. And you see, I'm in the, how should I say this? I'm in the business of making things go boom. And the people who are attracted to that kind of idea and technology are not, well, they're not always the most desirable crew to run with. So I make my living maybe selling to people who I know might be committing some atrocities. But that is something that I live with, and when I go to bed at night, I hold my head up high, knowing that I won't live long enough to give a shit.
Yeah, I told you
But
Blake's a good. Come on, guys.
Blake, on the other hand,
By the way, the Valhalla soundtrack fucking slaps.
couldn't see past my funding of what he called terrorists. And that difference of opinion led us our separate ways.
I'll approach Ted and just
Through the
ask him
Pfizer and
about
flames we
the
carry
bit of
on.
Pixel freak. That's
True.
slang. Palmer, that's slang. Just so that you're aware.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, not exactly. He seemed to be a pretty reasonable enough guy with a fetish. Not any different from you or
Extra
me,
studies.
right? But less of a sexual orientation, more of a personal fascination, obsession, if you will.
Hello, is he?
He wants AI to lead the way. He thinks that, these machines are better, no better than us, and maybe he's right. But I like to know that machines I make are in control of what they're capable of doing.
On a real though, man to man, he's not up in Oak, is he?
No, No, he's flesh and blood. I can assure you of that.
Cool.
Well, if there's anything else, you guys are more than welcome to stay the evening. We can go test some things out if you like. Otherwise, you are given full passage anytime you want to return to my destroyed city in my lovely office.
Thanks, man.
I
didn't quite get to
Sorry, go.
didn't quite get to finish this bottle off. You want the last little bit? And he holds out a mostly finished bottle of Jim Diamond.
He takes it from you, and he pulls the cigar out of his mouth, which is a rare sight.
Woohoo!
And he kicks it back and finishes it all off with one. And he rubs the, he wipes his mouth with his forearm, and he says, "Wow, appreciate it. I appreciate it." And
Before we,
I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Maybe I'll come your way, and I promise I won't bring anything too crazy with me.
I was actually gonna ask before we walked off if I can get some contact info.
Well, we'll call it a business contact, as you know, I gotta keep everybody on the same personal relationship level, but sure. I mean, he gives you like a hollow chip that essentially has his contact information for his personal phone, personal link.
Hey, you gonna get mad when Jello gets drunk and sends you pictures of his cock?
Well, I'll have you know with Syra here, she screens all of my mail, so.
You don't say that. The chances have now gone up exponentially.
Nah. Honestly, if I were going to send something like that, it'd probably just be a picture of someone passed out who shit themselves.
True. That shit's always funny. Humans have to
you
poop.
all, and right as you finish saying that, he says, well, "You guys are definitely different than the last group I remember Blake associating with, but it's a good different. It's a good different.
Whoa, back up.
Whoa.
Maybe it has changed.
Roll it back, Chief.
Group associating with what happened to them?
Yeah.
Well,
First I've heard about this group.
Dang.
one of them was yours truly, and obviously I am here. The other were those two crazy women. But
Okay, we know them.
oh, do you?
Yep.
He's
I
talking
do.
about
Yeah,
he's
Alma
talking
and
about
Maya.
Alma and Maya, right?
Yeah, they are. Whew, I'll tell you what. They are extremely talented at what they do. I'll give you that. But boy, they scare me sometimes. There is quite a short fuse on Maya there, and if she wants to, she'll put a whooping on you. But yeah, it was me, Blake, Alma, Maya, and we did a lot together. Now,
Nobody else?
well, I probably shouldn't, but
Come on,
if you want to know,
we're all friends here. You can trust us. I promise. If I
Well.
need to roll for that, Palmer, I will.
yeah, you can go ahead and give me a persuasion.
Palmer, what do you think? What do you think that means in this game?
What?
Presence. Huh? That's
Like
actually new.
intimidatingness and like you don't know what presence is? Like
No, there's
well, somebody
intimidation.
you walk into, you know it.
There's intimidation too, but there's presence.
It's
Just
not really
presence.
intimidation. It's more like it's more like I said, like you walk into a room and you notice a person with presence. You know, it's
Yeah, that is actually. I don't think I've literally overlooked that for so long because I just. That's it. That's a good question.
I guess
15.
what Tomo did would be a presence check.
someone
Oh.
like that I would say has a lot of presence.
That's true. I could say that about you talking about at the cultist.
Exactly what
Yeah,
she did.
yeah.
Oh, you're not about to make us rewind all the way back there.
No,
are
no,
you?
no. It's good knowing. It's good moving forward because I've stayed within the I mean, I guess that's like that. That's like an alternative to performance, right?
It just
So you're
gives you
not-
It's like,
yeah.
alright, skill dump into rather than performance being catch-all. Yeah, interesting. Sorry, just
No.
carry on.
And he
So
he looks to you and he
15.
says,
So 15.
"Well,
You can double check the way to give yourself expertise. There's 2 boxes down.
I will
Oh, I didn't know that.
I will let Blake give you that information if he.
Yo, Akai, have a terrific night. Yo, what's up, Steve? How are you, dude?
It's not my place, you know.
Ah, man. Well, my performance was on key
That was
tonight.
so long
Been
ago.
pretty all right. We had a halfway
glad to
decent
see
Final
you.
Fantasy 15 run that just didn't make it
That's
tonight.
what you
Another
did
gold
for
split
fun.
though, which is always good.
Maybe he's soft
And
enough.
currently in my downtime, I'm pulling more clips. Dude, I love it too. It's so
with
comfy.
that he
Mindful
turns
of
his
one or
back to
two
you,
inappropriate
flips his visor
comments. I'm
down
glad
and
everyone
says,
kind of received
Well,
it pretty
like I said,
nicely.
you're always welcome to come back here, but make sure you give me a ring first. I hate to be surprised, and you never know when I might have a trap set. And then he just disappears into the little abode of his, disappearing from sight.
Is Zara still just standing over it?
Am I standing
she's
up?
just still
No.
standing there, silent, motionless.
I failed imp skip by literally half
I
a
think we
step
should question
because
Blake about
I got
that
a
before we
delayed
get
start on it.
All right, are we?
And that put us way behind. Then I lost like a full minute plus,
So me and
and then just a bunch of other dumb shit happened.
What, a 3-day journey?
Yep.
I actually had Ifrit kind of phase lock himself and actually scoop us up in the air, so I had to do a delayed Ifrit
messaged
fight.
back, he says,
No
"Incredible.
panic, just kind of
Excellent
slotted
job.
right back into it.
See you guys.
It was pretty
I'll
rough.
See you soon for a well-deserved celebration, and we can continue moving forward once we have the information that you've gleaned. Great job.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yay!
And yeah, so you guys begin your travel back. We'll say who's driving for the first shift. You said.
It's me, Jello, and it's just me and Jello that are proficient in land vehicles. So
I'll let him drive first because Jello will then get to enjoy a little bit of his buzz for a little bit longer.
all right,
Okay.
I'll take the first shift in driving then.
All right. So you guys are driving. We'll say for a prolonged period of time. Is there any RP or anything you guys want to discuss along the way? If not, we can fast forward to the outside of the city.
Can I, behind the wheel, just pipe up? Anybody find it weird that, Blake didn't mention a past group?
I mean, he pretty much did. It pretty much sounds like the two people we already met, and then the dude we just met, and then there might
Oh
be
no,
some.
I'm talking about Blake.
Yeah. Well, again, we've met like every member of his past group. I don't think there's like much of a secret aside from the fact that they were all like us, I guess. Which I guess is something, but
I think there was somebody else. He just wasn't willing to tell me.
I agree. It sounded like there was somebody else. I have a feeling like that'll come up eventually, but I don't think it's something to be concerned with yet.
You just wanna know 'cause you're
The
curious
PC
about
version
it,
works
rather than
really
matters
well
if
if your
we're doing
computer
it
can
all.
handle it.
Well, at the same
I mean,
time,
look,
it's a
my
matter-
eyes are open.
Well, at the same time, it's a matter of like, what the hell happened?
It's phenomenal.
I'm
It
less
gives you
concerned
everything
with
you
what
already
happened than
need,
What's gonna happen to us?
to be honest.
Right.
Based on it.
I forgot.
Yeah, how
I
long
need to
before,
tweak how
you know,
sensitive
Makoto
this
does
camera is.
whatever Blake did, and then we all split up and hate her forever. Because of course it'll obviously be Makoto.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just gonna ping. I'm just not even gonna open my mouth. I'm just gonna ping into Hans's comms and say I fucking heard that.
I'm staying silent.
If you hadn't, I would have spoken louder.
The only reason Daggeron
Jello's gonna laugh at that.
Daggeron is gonna stay silent because at that comment because of the fact that he's seen what Kotomo can do when she's pissed. So, yeah. Do I need to roll for?
So it is a.
Go ahead and,
It is literally a
Greg, when
2D
you're ready
drawing
to
that
shift
is
possession to
rigged
the
and
next round, then
sliced
make that check.
into a program called VTube
good.
Studio.
All right.
All right. I don't crash the fire truck, guys.
Yay! So we'll say that the trip is, we'll call it about halfway, and the driving has now shifted to Jello as you guys continue your trip, bringing you eventually, after a long, weary road, back to the outer rim of the city. It is now a little dark, as 2 days have passed, essentially, and you're arriving on the night of the third day. But you drive past a familiar charging station. Do you guys want to stop to charge up, or what? You have enough to make it all the way back if you don't choose to stop.
I like pit stops. I'm a big fan of pit stops. Never miss an opportunity.
Yeah, I won't mind the rest either.
Yeah, let's
Well, I'd say-
So that is www.webcaptioner.com.
And as you guys pull up, you're making your way through the now.
And then I just have it as a window
gone from,
capture,
you know,
and I trim the
road
trim the
to
page,
cracked and
spread it out
clearly
nice,
ruined
and then throw an
asphalt.
opacity filter on it so it's not like super
once upon a time,
obtrusive, you know?
road in this area. And you near a familiar charging station, and you kind of pull the large fire truck over. A lot of passerbys that happen to be on the street, you know, doing whatever, talking, kind of give your odd choice of vehicle a glance as you pull up, and so the air brakes kind of stop and you hop out. The old man doesn't seem to be outside, or any of you want to hop in to see him.
He was your friend. You check on him.
I don't know. It was mostly Jello and Hans that talked with him.
Yeah,
I think.
sure. I'll roll in there with Jello and check on the old man. He helped us out.
As you guys walk in, you hear the ching of like the really old archaic bell on the door, and you hear the soft mumble of what sounds like a really shitty laugh track over some aged sitcom on a tiny TV screen behind the counter. You know,
Is he over there watching the honeymooners?
What is? Oh my God! You made it back in one piece. That is incredible. Well, get what you need. Get what you need. It is good to see you.
Grab on
Hell
some
yeah.
snack.
And he slowly, you see him kind of put the shotgun back under the counter that he was in you know, just
Yeah,
out of response.
it works
uh,
really well.
seems
Celeste did a
well,
great job, and
even though
VTube
his
Studio is
face
a
significantly
fabulous
wrinkled, you
tracking
can still
program.
see a big
There's so
smile
many cool integrations
keeping
going
some
on, and they take
stretch across his
suggestions from the
face
community as
as
well.
he is,
And
seems
they
to
actually
really
use
delight
Trello
in
to
seeing you
basically have a public-facing,
return back through this way.
basically like a heads up on what they're working on, what the next features to be implemented are. It's really cool. It's very obvious they work in
Yeah,
a
so you're
in a
essentially
Scrum
the
style
one that's charging.
dev pattern, which is nice.
How much does it
Oh
cost?
yeah,
money?
that takes about 2 hours, doesn't it?
I mean, if you want to do a full charge, you have enough to make it back just before you
definitely
get
do.
stopped.
Definitely do a full charge.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do a full charge, I'll make sure I note that.
No sign of the. No sign
I'll
of
pay
the
for it
jack-off
again.
outside,
I really don't mind paying.
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, it's only let me see, 27 one longs.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
Does he have rations?
Yeah. There's rations inside.
By myself,
No sign of No
I'll
sign
buy
of
some
the people.
replace the 8.
I'm about 10 of them bitches.
But
10?
like,
Okay.
was there a sign of any of the people that were like just skulking around before?
Oh no, the vehicle that drove by, you mean, that asked you about or that mentioned the police?
Mhm.
No, not just anywhere nearby. It doesn't seem like the same vehicles in the area.
Onwards and upwards, then I guess if nothing bothers us before our shit's done, you know.
Okay. Well, you guys walk back to the counter. Go
We'll
ahead.
say that Jello is going to buy a 6-pack of Perez Especial
Okay.
and a few snacks. Let's see, that's 8 times 6, so that would be 42. So 81 longs of snacks to make it a even 500.
Okay.
Have you guys been keeping track of your rations or not?
That's why I just said I'll buy enough to replace what I ate, because I was not until you said something about it.
We were down in the Badlands, man. There's no food out here.
You're right. No, you're totally right. I should have been and I wasn't. So, nope.
Well,
I'll
I
just
actually
pay for it now.
have been keeping track of my rations.
God, sorry for everyone for immersion. Good job.
Okay, and as you guys are checking out, he's, well, what did you guys see?
Dude, it's amazing how far 2D and 3D technology have come. Like even in the past year,
It is.
6 months even.
Definitely didn't see those guys who tried to set us up and steal our
Like
shit,
my
so that was
outfit
cool.
changes color on the belts,
Tried to warn you.
not the base of the belts.
I was trying
There's
to
like
tell
all
my
sorts of
friends here,
tilt
too,
and
that's
lean.
everything.
There's
But,
physics along the
so
arms, as well as the little shoulder pods. It's
I
fucking
would have been
insane.
surprised if either what they said was true or if they were trying to lead us in. That's why I came in and asked this guy. But,
I'm sort of convinced that those were the cultists, but eh.
no, those weren't.
Well,
Yeah, we've
So,
got some cultists too.
lots of just broken stuff. Nothing really cool.
Yeah, I just got.
Well,
got
that
moving
sounds.
on.
Yeah, that sounds like it's probably something I want to avoid, so I won't. I've never made a travel out there, and I don't plan to.
Yeah, not much there. Just a lot of crazies.
Ah, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your trip. It was a pleasure to see you.
Take it
I'm
easy.
Palmer. I'm sorry, I didn't say it like that. I'm being mean now. I'm just being I love your your Texas. You're going to your Texas bank here, Palmer.
Yeah, yeah. I actually did the Ted voice so much that I'm struggling to get the old man voice out without it also sounding like Ted's voice.
No. I
It's
hear it, but no, you're
true.
good. You're good.
And yeah, so with that, you guys will jump back in the vehicle and emerge back into the city. And
No checkpoints or anything? Nobody coming to check our car or shit?
no, there's no checkpoints
Nobody
as you
looking
enter.
suspiciously at a fire truck coming in from out of the Badlands?
No, not any more suspicious than they would have looked as you exited. the city. So
Yeah. Right.
you guys you guys eventually make your way back into the city. It's about a 6 hours remaining trip back to Blake's hideout as you caravan down the street. Essentially, night is starting to fall a bit heavier as your lights and whatnot are becoming a little bit more vivid as you drive deeper into the center, as the quality of life and the quality of wealth increases as you get closer to the center of the metropolis. You do eventually make it to District 2, and you make it to. Now, do
That
you guys
lightning
want to go
outside?
to Blake's hideout directly, or do you want to go leave the vehicle where you would?
Yeah, I keep seeing
Let's
flashing.
ditch the
Very
fire truck.
distracting.
Yeah, I
We're
think it's
paying too
probably
much
bad.
attention to it now, but I don't see the point in us driving it around while we're here.
Okay, so let's assume then that you take it to the
Warehousey thing we have.
the same warehouse unit area.
Our
that
drop
you,
ship, basically.
Yeah, that you had previously tucked it behind a fence and in a legacy warehouse. And you'll proceed the rest of the way, which is about a 30-minute walk on foot to Blake's hideout. But you do all make it back. And it is now, we'll say probably about 10 p.m. at night, as you guys, yeah, it's actually closer to about midnight now, doing the math. As you guys do make it back, he is obviously expecting you. Everybody has been reconvened.
I'm just gonna in my regular corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna say hi to
Everybody
my
is,
two favorite ladies.
As we get up to the door and before we're actually going in, I'm just kind of mutter to everyone let's not tell him about our new cultist buddies.
Oh, absolutely not. Definitely
Sounds
not.
like the kind of thing that we might want to keep as ace up our sleeves, so to speak.
100% received, and it's not like any of y'all could prove it anyway. I'm the only one that really has that.
You heard
Oh,
that,
it's true.
Debbie?
It's true. If you didn't tell us about it, then I don't know shit. Never mind.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait, so you didn't tell us about that? No,
I
you.
thought that they did on the.
No,
walk
you
back.
motherfucker! You threatened me with your cultists.
I threatened you, but I didn't explain
told me
everything that went
You
on.
know, that's been established stuff.
Yeah, we
Shit, they know.
there.
They
Yeah,
know.
y'all know enough,
You
but
can't be a shitbird and then say no. I didn't tell you about that.
no, I didn't say that. Chill. I haven't given any specifics, but it's already been established that we've
I
befriended the cultists.
Anyhow, as you guys step back into Blake's office, the females have reconvened, and they're obviously hard at work. They hardly even look up from their respective stations as you guys emerge through the door that slides open and closes behind you. And Blake, his AI or his hologram flashes into focus, and holds out his hands.
Cute.
Amazing job, guys. Amazing job. I'm so happy you made it back in such a reasonable amount of time. Can I expect that there were no issues?
No issues.
What?
Dude, I told you about the cultists too. I already told him, guys. I did in the message.
You dick.
I'm sorry. I told him.
Whoa. Out of character. He doesn't know that we have cultists at our disposal. So there's that.
Yeah, we told him we took care of it.
Oh, that's all I'm concerned with. I just didn't want him to know that we have cultists at our disposal. Yeah. He can know that we're cultists. I don't give a fuck.
If he knows that we have cultists at their disposal, Larry's just a fucking snitch.
Yo, dude, do you not?
You a fucking cop?
Legacy
Are you a cop?
Are you a cop?
You fucking cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
Still telling me shit. Like, come on. And also, I told
Fuck
him before
12.
he told me not to tell him about it. So I'm in the clear. Neener.
Thank you for that, Larry.
Well, he then looks to all of you. Says, "Well, that is incredible. Can we?" Well, first, I guess I should ask you, what did you think of Ted? Interesting character, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he was
Word.
Nice guy.
That isn't
Didn't
even
really
a
do us
word.
any wrong. Gave us places to sleep. We did break his robot a little bit, but he didn't seem too concerned about it afterwards. Fixed her up pretty quick afterwards.
Yeah, as you say that, Alma in the corner kind of laughs. Well, he's still tinkering with shit, huh?
Yeah, he still smells like piss too. Is that normal?
Yeah, more or less.
Strange company you keep,
doesn't
buddy.
sleep much, showers even less.
Does not sleep much. Can't confirm about that. Yeah.
Did he ever really figure out how to get his IFF programs right?
I don't know. He's always fiddling with something, so I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt. As much as he is strange and, to your point, a little smelly, he's brilliant in what he does. You tell me, is he crafted any new things that are explosive?
Oh, just a
I
few.
mean, isn't everything he crafts explosive to a degree? I feel like that robot would have exploded if we'd hit it much harder.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He has always had a knack for things that go boom.
I mean, I can't verify that was the point of that robot. I feel like it would have exploded just, by circumstance.
You know what? I'll be the one to ask. And I'll direct this to the ladies. What exactly happened between the four of you that made you?
I almost want to tell you just to the five of you, bluff them. See if they'll admit to the fifth member.
Yeah, I'll. What exactly happened to the five of you that made your relationship go south? I'll be the one to say it.
And Blake turns to you, and both of the ladies kind of look up, just to hear.
It's a gamble. Let's see if it pays off.
Subject.
From what I've gathered, he's a pleasant individual. He's really nice. He's really sound. What happened?
Hell yeah, like a big
Love for now. I would
Roll
love
me
to
a
know.
deception.
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 Wait a minute. Wait, why deception?
Yeah.
It's
Five.
yeah. You're trying to bluff.
Yeah, you're bluffing me. That could have been 9.
I mean, call my bluff. Okay.
I'm telling you. Bluff. Yikes.
Actually,
Oof.
I get advantage on these. I'm sorry.
You keep saying that.
Wait, why?
Is it?
I'm still not sure why.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
it's one of my investigator skills.
Let me see this. I wanna see
Can
this
you
thing.
show us?
It's pretty cool.
Copy paste in the chat. Let's see it.
Give me a sec.
It seems
Yeah,
like-
copy paste
I
that.
just,
Never
Mr.
mind,
I
never
get
mind.
advantage on
It's
everything
not
over
a
here.
investigation. Never mind. Take that 8.
Wait, that's like the third time you've rolled advantage on a speech check involving a speech check tonight. You know that, right? So you've been using it wrong all night.
Have I?
Yeah, no, you did it literally. You did it twice with the persuasion check right there, and then earlier when you were talking to the cultist, you did with advantage like 2 or 3 times of your own volition. You were just like, oh, I get advantage in this, and you just gave yourself advantage.
That's okay. So with an 8
So
of
whoever first
deception,
time the first roll is the highest.
with an 8 of deception, he looks to you and he says, "Well, I mean, we grew apart in our interests. The lovely ladies behind me, you see here, developed more of an affinity for big money and easier jobs, which I can't fault them for. And Ted, as you might have imagined, he, as much as I love the man, he was making some of his devices, we'll call it, and selling them to people who the legacy personally wasn't
I
affiliated
mean,
with.
the way that he told it to us, there was just a disagreement in morals, let's call it.
Yeah, well, I'll be the first to admit that his morals are a little less righteous, I guess.
He's not the one I'm talking about.
What the legacy upholds.
He's not the one I'm talking about, though.
That's interesting. I'm curious. What did he tell you?
Give me a sec. Somebody's stealing. Oh, that's not me. He basically said that there was just a how should I put this? He said that there was a difference in opinions about how
Yeah.
night should be used.
Oh no.
From what I understood. Am I remembering that correctly, Palmer? Is Smokey
No,
remembering
so
that?
they split ways because Ted was selling bombs to terrorists, and Blake was not happy with the legacy being associated with terrorist organizations. He did say later he said that Blake has always had a personal fascination with AI and has always thought
Right.
that they were always looked forward to them potentially paving the way for people, and Ted always said that that scares him because he would always like to have he always likes to be the master of the machines he creates.
That's what I'll relate to.
Yeah,
to Blake.
that tracks.
I won't touch on the whole terrorist thing.
Okay. And Blake, he hears you and he says, well, yeah, guilty as charged. I think that these incredible sentient AIs and you should know, you have all, I believe, experienced it in one way or another, what Nine and these all-powerful beings, these energies are capable of. Ted has always been a tinkerer, a builder, but he's always wanted to make sure that he maintained the control over the machine he created, which is why he's made so many iterations. He's made a couple that have been incredible, but as soon as they start teetering on that sentience, he protects himself. He doesn't like to
While
put...
we're having this conversation, I'm keeping my eye on Alma and Maya, making sure just keep an eye on their mannerisms and how they're holding their bodies and shit.
Okay. And he finishes, wraps it up with, we have our own beliefs about machinery, AI, technology. It's many of the people that walk the streets around us do. There's a reason that the Scents are unfortunately treated the way that they are, and the uprising that exists now is a sad byproduct of that.
And you ladies have anything to input? Because I asked all of you.
Alma kind of shrugs her shoulders. And goes back to what she was doing. Maya says, "It's about as
Man, this soundtrack slaps.
I remember it.
Straight up.
I do hope Ted is doing well, though. He was
he was a character, and can't say how many times I would have loved to have been able to use one of his devices in a job I was doing, but he's a bit hard to reach now, as you're well aware.
And this fifth individual?
As you say that, they all kind of look to you, just kind of shrug. No, just the four of us.
Okay. And I'll just get back into my regular arms folded stance.
Okay. Anybody else?
I got nothing beyond that. I pretty much heard everything I wanted to hear there.
Yeah, I got no complaints.
Yeah, Jello doesn't have an agenda to push.
Okay. Well, he looks to you.
Why I
and
got
says,
an agenda?
He says, listen, the data chip with me. I will look over it.
Oh, I sneezed.
I will, take the time, take the night, go shop. Oh,
Bless.
I almost forgot. And just as he says that, the payment has been received by all of you. The back half of your 1 million guarantee, so you now have 500 grand extra each. And
2 million.
yeah, so he gave you 500 at front, and now he's paying you the second.
I don't remember if I added that at first. I'm not gonna add it again just in case I did, but I don't.
How much?
I thought Kotomo actually negotiated for more than
No,
a million.
she tried.
Yeah, I failed.
Tell me this: do any of you now have 2 million Wanlongs?
I have 155 or 1,553,000.
Okay, adding this back half to what was on my sheet, I have about the same, so I probably did add it before.
Yep.
You and I will probably have.
Yeah, we have roughly the same. We haven't spent too much, and I'm saving for a fucking augment.
I spent a lot. Smokey's character spent the most.
No, I didn't. Or did I?
You've been spending stupid money on dumb shit constantly.
And
what stupid thing did I buy in this?
It was something to do with going into
hotel
the hotel
rooms,
during
hookers,
That was the
crack
stupid-
cocaine.
I paid you back for that, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
I
Yeah, I
did.
can't remember what you bought.
You did the hotel, and then you've been buying EMP grenades like it's your job and throwing them. Those are expensive.
Well, it kind of is my job.
like it's your job.
No.
Blake looks to
Device-
you all. He
Expensive.
says, well, you guys take the opportunity. Spend your money if you like, or don't. Just know that the horizon is brighter than it has ever been for the legacy. Moving forward, we can do a lot. So I can't wait to break down this information. Give me the night. Please present the stick. Leave it on the desk here, and I'll have the ladies look into it. So Kodomo, you actually have you have 6 data sticks.
We were sent to get one, weren't we?
Bonus.
So, do we want to hand them all over, or just 1 or 2 or 3, or do we want to hold on to some of these ourselves? Shit, we should have talked about this.
Well, we weren't even aware we had 6.
Well, first,
We definitely had
Kodomo
6.
never asked the differentiation between them, so if you give him one, how do you know it's the correct one?
Fuck it.
we can tech anyway, other than
Not
selling.
that
Yeah.
We really discussed this in front of them, so it's really just not.
Do you want me? Do you want me to try and bluff it?
Anyway, like really.
Do you want me to try and bluff it?
For us.
I can try and push my luck on this.
Truly.
Influence.
Yeah.
Get influence.
Influence, yes. Well, we are getting influence. It's the legacy, guys.
Yep,
I
Ben,
just-
What do you want to do?
So, I'll just step forward and be like, so they just gave me a sack of these. Was
It
there?
looks like he's talking on Twitch, but he's not.
No, I'm
yeah,
unmuted
you're
here.
muted, man.
I'm definitely not. That's weird.
I
Hold
see
on.
you going on the closed captioning, but we can't hear you.
That's fucking strange because I'm definitely not muted in
closed
Discord.
captioning, he says I'm definitely not this weird. Hold on.
Hello.
No, definitely not muted in Discord.
Yeah,
okay,
I
this
get-
is funny. I get to read.
Can
I
you-
get to read what he
can you
says,
hear
like,
me
with
on
10 seconds,
stream?
delay. On closed captioning. Whole thing.
Oh yeah, he's not muted on Discord.
No,
He's not. Discord's kind of going fucking.
I
Okay.
can't hear him on stream either. Actually, I just cranked
Fuck.
him all the way up.
Hello?
Captioning was here.
That was fucking weird, dude.
Okay,
All
now I
right.
hear you.
Anyway, I was gonna say, do you want me to try and push my luck on this, and I'll just kind of roll up to him?
Worth it, man.
Just give give him.
I'll just, well, look, bear with me on this one. I'll just be like, so I don't know which one you're looking for in particular, but they gave us the sack of these. If there's anything that might be useful for us that you're not looking for, can we have them?
I like that.
Power play.
That's not terrible. It's asking if he says no, like.
Yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I like it.
So you are asking that to him?
Yeah, I'll ask. I mean, what's the harm?
He looks at you and says, "Well, this is far more than I was expecting to uncover, but absolutely, we can have the incredibly talented individuals I have with me here take a look at it, and you know, aside from the data I'm interested in, the rest we can decipher and get back to you."
Hey, here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure Blake would want to buy it if he wants any of this stuff, and we don't even have to do anything. And just give us money for it, you know?
Except that we just gave it to him, and there's really no incentive for him to pay us for something we already gave him.
That's a good guy. He'll see it as a well ventured thing to us to get, you know,
something. If you show off the milk, who's going to buy the cow? Something about that.
You're so dour. You're gonna make a great
You're
husband.
too optimistic, Skippy.
What?
Right, and he'll take them from you guys, and he has agreed to decipher them and relay back to you, you know, what they say, on top of the one that he was actually after. And as he says that, he says, "Well, I have a meeting with the client, and I'm hoping that it will bring good news."
Well, that was weird. I guess Discord sharting the bed again. What a surprise.
Rest, celebrate, you've earned it, and I will be seeing you back again soon. And his hologram disappears.
Cool. I had to step away for a second. Did we get anything cool out of the chips, or was it just like meh?
No, they gotta decipher them. They're gonna work on them.
I was saying, Ben, though, he'll probably pay us for anything he wants too, so we won't even have to go and broker shit. You know?
Yeah, true.
Right? And Trad's like, "What? He's gonna give it back to us? Like, why wouldn't he? Like,
Yeah, if it's garbage, he ain't gonna fucking want it.
exactly."
Unless it's not garbage and he doesn't give us the full 5 set back.
We know how much. Okay, first of all, we know how much are there. We have a good relationship with them. You guys are so like distrusting to like. Why would
they really gonna be fucking with Blake, bro? For real.
Dude, whoa.
Straight up,
We're supposed to trust him.
and they're all like, "I don't fucking
trust him." We're supposed to trust him, but he wouldn't be forthright about what I asked about. Okay. I see how that works.
And maybe he doesn't want to tell about it because it's fucking personal and he doesn't want to talk to it. Maybe he's not Catty Cathy. Fuck.
Yeah, okay, so here's my take, and also Jella's take, because he honestly is thinking like I would in this case, like, okay, yeah, it's fine to be suspicious, but you motherfuckers are being a little bit paranoid.
But
Yes.
They've
Yeah.
been paying us fucking mad money and for like stuff, and we've been doing good work for him. Why wouldn't he want to reward us for extra shit that he might use? I don't see it being a bad thing. Anyway, we'll figure it out later. We can talk blue and have a discussion about this. It doesn't matter. What happens is what happens.
All right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and call the session there for the night.
Yo, GG.
Yeah. Yo, cultists be crazy.
Oh, you're such a murder hobo. How many people I fucking killed today? 0. Except that ass, son.
And then your head grows like five sizes, and you're threatening everyone with, "I'm gonna get my cult to kill you."
Wow, he went there.
It made me call my cult.
And he's like literally murder hobering your fucking party members with your fucking cult. Like, jeez. Ah!
He went there. Okay.
I'm gonna hop to go check on some kitties and shit like that.
Yo, give me some pics. And
I will for sure.
Tweet. All right, later.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, deuces.
Hey, I gotta ask. Smokey, what was that perk you said you thought was giving you advantage on those checks?
Expertise actually.
Expertise?
Yeah.
See,
this is why I made this from the book.
Just gives you double proficiency.
Yeah, you just add your proficiency bonus a second time. It should already be done like automatically.
So, no, it doesn't, because they